Warning. This show contains adult content and language that some sensitive Sallys may find offensive. Please do not get all up in your feelings like a Marcas buster. Now with that out of the way, it's time for the show. Bitches.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We'll pick it, that shit go hard.
Your shorty want like all my fucking time. Wanna take away from my pockets and bring around the guys. Oh my god, I say what's up, she say well you decide. She get low on a nigga, I'm bout to fill up her little mind. Oh my god, if that's your bitch coming up to my ride. See a nigga saucing and flossing, you thought she was gon' ride. Now she mine, she tell me everything from where you lie to where your nigga be posted every day or from time to time. You can't even fuck with me, I came out the jungle so I'm anything I wanna be. The bottom's like a dungeon, you get locked up just for nothing. Be niggas out here frontin', promise you'll keep it 100. I ain't got no time for liars in my circle, it's already small. And my money growing like I make it eat his vegetables. Got the pack like shit to tell you little bitch to deck the halls. Not from North Atlanta, but got vision like a fucking hawk. We ain't gotta fucking stalk your bitch, go tell us where you stay. You already was fucking up your shit exactly where you lay. So we gon' run up in it, tie the kids, grab the dope up. Tie your bitch, tie a rope around your neck so you can hang with all your friends. This, shoot that, but where the history at? You a lame nigga, it don't get no simpler than that. Posting pics with the guap in the ghetto and Mac at the spot, shit hot, most you niggas get smacked. Oh my god, your shorty want like all my fucking time. Wanna take away from my pockets and bring around the guys. Oh my god, I say what's up, she say well you decide. She get low on a nigga, I'm bout to fill up her little mind. Oh my god, if that's your bitch coming up to my ride. See a nigga saucing and flossing, you thought she was gon' ride. Now she mine, she tell me everything from where you lie to where your nigga be posted every day or from time to time.
Yeah, hello?
Where caller at?
Caller?
Yeah. Sorry about that before. My phone was all types of messed up, you know what I mean?
Okay. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yo, my name is Derek Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm calling from right in Maryland.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right out to B Mall. But yeah, I just want to call in and talk about them haters y'all was discussing.
Let me hear.
You know what I mean? I get hated on all the time because you know what it is. I got some like extraordinarily glorious pectoral muscles.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That happen to just glisten when I put baby oil on them, and people hate that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm a boy, Damon.
They look at me like I got a triple nipple or something. You know what I mean?
When the sweat glistening all over your body.
But I want to say, yo, that female you got, man, she sounds sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim?
Yeah, I love y'all show.
So you like the Cleveland Raspy, huh? She got that Cleveland Raspy going on.
I like to give her a Cleveland steamer, you know what I mean?
No, we didn't. What's your credit score?
Yeah. What's that? Yo, I make six figures, baby. My credit score is 747, baby. Like the airplane.
747.
Hell yeah, let me fly in your hangar, you know what I'm saying? I land real swift and nice, you know what I mean? Landing gear down like you ain't never had.
I heard.
Guess what? Guess what?
What's up?
I don't date guys that I gotta touch or have sex with or nothing like that.
No, we ain't gotta start like that. I could take you off for some Kennedy chicken, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want no damn chicken, man.
And then one of these guys can be the co-pilot with me. I get down like that.
What I eat burritos.
All right.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, I can get that for you. I'll eat authentic shit, though. You know what I'm saying?
Go get a 12-pack. Bring it over real quick.
You know what I mean? I'll give her a beer or two out it.
Oh, man. We don't drink beer, man.
Nah, I don't need it, though. Where you from, Ma, though? Where you from?
Where I'm from?
30.
Yeah. I'm trying to place that accent, you know?
Right down
the way. I'm from the hood, man. I'm from 30th, nigga.
Oh, you rap like that? I like me a gangster boy. I like me a gangster boy. You know what I mean? We can go out robbing together. You know what I'm saying? Be my Bonnie.
Hey.
Oh, man, I ain't trying to be your buddy. I already got 6 men right now.
Yo, why you so hostile, though? Why you so hostile?
Because,
you ain't getting none in a while, huh?
Hey, caller, did you know she on house arrest right now?
Oh, damn. I'll be on lockdown with her.
She got angel face listening.
I'll be on lockdown. You can throw away that key.
Looking like it got baby oil on it.
Oh, hell yeah. You should see that. I'm flexing my pecs right now. Like that.
Look, I don't even like dudes like you. I like fat guys.
Do you? Well, I got good pecs, but a big gut. The only problem with me is my knees are stubbly a little, you know? Don't judge me.
You one of them pygmy crips.
Hey, y'all crazy.
You know,
listen. For real, like, you know,
how about me and the other hosts? You know, we kind of, get that train going. Conduct a caboose. Boop, boop.
You know, see, now you stay on the line, though. Like,
I don't know what you like. I'm just trying to figure you out, you know?
It's nothing to
you
figure
are all
out.
the place. All right, well, let me know.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for calling me in from Maryland. Much love from Cleveland.
Hey, I'll bang her with a do-rag on.
Hey.
All right, where is it? Why haven't they found it?
Veruca, sweetheart, I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now. What's the matter with those twats down there?
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Good morning.
What's going on? Peace world.
How are you? Literally, how are you? How are you doing these days? Now, this is Frank, your motherfucking host.
This is Almighty L. Almighty.
In the back, we got Brother Lowe. All right.
Yes, sir.
Brother Lowe, holding it down, sorta.
Nah, he holds it down always. He did him dirty.
I just fucking with
him. Did him dirty.
You know I say things to get you mad. What's good, y'all? How's everyone doing? Hopefully everything's looking, sounding extraordinaire. Hopefully, yeah. All that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're excited, man. We got a bunch of shit to talk about. We have a game to play called Trading Places. We got, we're going to talk about some current events, maybe some local news, whatever we kind of get time for, because a lot of times we have all these plans, but the conversations run long and deep, and we don't get to everything.
Nah.
Fair to say, right?
Nah. But we give them what they're looking for, because when you think about it, it just flows naturally.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is very true.
Yeah. So it's not up to us. It's up to the universe. The universe is giving you what you need.
Yes.
So when we have this itinerary and it ends up veering off, it's supposed to.
It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, so no, we also, if you haven't seen, we've been doing Frank Pranks on Mondays. We got some gems there.
Yes, sir.
I might try and find a couple of those for y'all. Either way, you'll be hearing some recaps. Also, we're trying TikTok. All right, so Marvici Media on TikTok, and since he's on that show and a part of it, also make sure you hit up USA Comedy on TikTok as well, because that way we can share the love and get all around.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
reach around. All right, sorry.
Yeah, whatever. Let's catch up. So what's been up with y'all?
Same shit, working, grinding, getting everything fresh, better for the show.
Hell yeah.
Weird weather, man. You see what your boy Almighty's wearing? It's like, it's the t-shirt.
Nah, let's tell him the truth.
No, we're gonna tell him the truth. The truth is this.
You know what?
It's hot and it's cold.
It's funny that he went there under the circumstances.
It's hot
knowing
and it's
the
cold.
Circumstances.
It's hot and it's cold.
Right.
It's like he set you up.
Yeah, like we're gonna give him the truth. We're gonna give y'all the truth.
Yeah.
So obviously we got a green screen. And you can't wear certain colors. I was told that you can't wear green, and you did also say maybe sometimes even yellow. You did tell me.
If I did, I appreciate you being honest.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
I wore yellow.
Oh. You know what?
So it started blending in. I look like Hollow Man, so your boy had to take that joint
And there's
off.
nothing wrong with the white tee. All I'm saying is this.
Nah,
it's hot and it's cold. I was looking at something on the Weather Channel. They was talking about it in the stratosphere. Not from. I'm serious.
Right.
They were saying in the stratosphere there's like a heat, something forming that's forming early and it shouldn't be forming right now. So basically, they're saying that in certain parts it's gonna get really warm, and then get really cold, and they said it's not good. It's like it's weird.
Yeah,
it's happening too early, so that's what I'm.
That's the recipe for a storm.
Yeah, anytime you have like quick, warm weather, then quick frost like that.
That's what we're gonna have.
Yo, that's what led to October back a couple years ago when all of them fucking tree branches fell and shit.
Yeah,
that's all because they don't have enough time to solidify.
Yeah,
and they become too heavy, and the tree's like, well, that limb's gone.
Solidify.
Yeah,
solidify.
Freeze up.
Whatever, it sounded good.
Word. Yeah,
you knew what it was.
Hey, that might be. You might have to patent that.
Solidify, man. You gotta solidify shit. You know what I mean? We solidified right now.
I'm solidified.
I'm solidified.
Spotify. Yeah, I don't know. Spotify might be on you with a lawsuit.
I'm so solidified it ain't even funny.
Yeah, I got you. All right. So speaking of Spotify, Dave East. Is that a little early to talk about?
Not necessarily. We can give him a shout out.
Yeah,
I think we did last show, but we could do it again. We can give him a shout out. We're gonna give Dave East a shout out for his album, dope album, and we're gonna give Royce the 5'9" a shout out for Black Savage. Y'all didn't hear it yet. I'm doing the shout out. I'm co-signing it.
He's doing it.
You can even
on the spot. That's what
we can pull it up right now and give like a little snippet because we can't play the whole thing because you know how that copyright infringement shit goes.
All right, so we're gonna play.
I already got it from someone's sample.
You would think that
they'd be cool with that.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I got somebody used a sample in one of their beats. And I got flagged for it. Yeah, I was like, I had to go and dispute and shit. I don't even know where it stands. But I mean, the only thing that I don't really care all that about, I'm not like really chasing it, because I don't want to monetize the channel yet.
Yeah.
So because you know what, while we're building y'all along with on this journey with us, here kind of starting from the ground up. I mean, if I can avoid it, I'm not trying to subjugate y'all to commercials. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we get to that point and we do, and you're like, oh, okay, now it's becoming real. And y'all gonna reflect. You're gonna see that in the content that we also put out. So it's all hand in hand. That's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But I figured, why start doing that to y'all now when you're here, trying to big us up, and get us growing.
Yeah.
Yep. I know. That's what I do.
We take care.
I look out for people.
We take care of you in the future.
Yeah.
In fact, we can go on record. I ain't talked to him yet, but I'll do it.
My idea's going on record.
But even maybe the first 25 subscribers, whoever that is, if we can figure that information out, the first 25 subscribers we have
from this point forward now, or from the get-go, because
we'll say the next 25. The next 25 subscribers. Well, we can't rule out the ones that been there supporting from the jump neither.
This is true. How about the next 25 that share this episode when we're done from the Marvici Media page
gets added to the privileges of the first guys that support it?
No, that's what it will do. The first 25 subscribers, once we hit, or not subscribers, excuse me, 25 shares that we get to, whoever does that, doesn't matter when you become a member. If you do it, you do it.
Right.
So if they do 25 shares, you got to
25
screenshot
shares.
it or show it.
So what are they getting for 25 shares?
A la Nacion hat.
Free hat.
A la hat.
Yeah, a la Nacion. The brand.
Translated to Alien Nation in English.
Yep. You get an Alien Nation hat.
That's what it is.
That's what you get. The next 25 people.
Can they expect something like the hat you're wearing now?
Not necessarily this colorway. Because what we do is when we create a colorway, once that colorway is sold out, we don't reintroduce it.
Right.
So they become collector's items. So
you know what's funny? I will say this. I'm all about the fact that, not all about, but I understand completely that white people have been jocking black trends for decades. Maybe even generations. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe even back millennia. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But it's fair to say that we culture steal. Right?
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
Exactly. Right? He kind of did the same. He appropriated our culture. But no. So y'all with the big brims, totally stole that from white people. It's the truth. There's no denying it. Literally no denying it.
Okay. So now if we're going to be technical, right?
Yes.
And I don't know how far this goes back. We actually stole this from baseball.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Well, right, which was
predominantly Dominican,
completely all white at one point when that kind of started.
But they was playing in another country.
Yeah, but there was no
recreated.
But hold on, there was no flat brims out then.
Who knows? There wasn't really hats like this out then. They had little visors. They had little visors.
Frank, hats came out curved.
I'd have to look in
baseball culture, like the lifestyle of baseball, you guys naturally curve the brim. That's just how it was.
It sounds very, possible in your description.
Because it's logical.
But what I think is that we was playing baseball. We had the caps to help with, and then we realized, if we bend it a little bit, we also block our peripherals.
You really think that you guys created a science behind it, or just didn't?
No, the style is what I'm saying.
The people who created the baseball hat.
I'm not actually going back that far, though.
Well, hold
Keep in
on.
mind, I'm keeping more up with maybe the 70s, 80s, 90s. I don't know. Whenever it got to a point where people was just rocking baseball caps. I don't know what year that is.
I'm saying
baseball caps.
I'm gonna say because I don't want to seem like I'm not trying to give you guys no credit either.
As a style statement, not as a baseball player.
I feel what you're saying about the whole y'all been jocking our style for a long, long time. Jocking Jay-Z, jocking Jay-Z. But anyways, I feel what you're saying about the whole. So I'm gonna give you a partial credit.
Okay.
Right?
I'll take it.
I'm gonna give you 25 to 30% credit on that.
That's more of a
right because you guys dominated that sport at the time. But you have to take in consideration that they didn't create the baseball hat with flat brims.
Yeah, I can agree that I don't know.
So so if you guys are the dominant race and you guys are the only ones wearing baseball caps and the baseball caps that are created were bent brims, it's not like you guys had the wave.
I'm just saying 90s style of rocking gear.
Oh no,
was
you did it like
white
that.
Dudes bent the brim.
I could say okay.
Or suburban dudes. Let's just say that
or bottom bent.
You know what I mean?
But they had the option, and they chose the bent brim. But I feel what you're saying. In the 90s,
it was like a white dude thing.
It was.
You know what I mean?
It was.
I probably at some point bent in my
but
brim.
Here's where I have to correct you. You listening?
I get you.
I'm grabbing the people.
Are you backtracking?
Kind of wonder how we got into
I'm
baseball.
a fashion guy. So being a fashion guy, I delve into. Well, I don't know about no guru, but I delve into all the different ways to find fashion. So I've been, I guess, if you want to consider it like for it to be categorized by race, you know what I mean? I've been wearing white guy clothes for a long time.
Fair enough. And I haven't
even in high school, I did the ripped jeans. I ripped my own jeans and did all that. I would buy jeans from Abercrombie. Everyone else was shopping from what's that shit called?
American
the rec
Eagle?
shop. No. I'm talking about my culture. When I grew up in high school, everyone was doing the rec shop.
Shit, I would buy a lot on
Charles
Sumner Ave right there,
Limited
Brooklyn
or
Gear.
Unlimited. I can't remember what it was. Salvins, like you know what I mean. Niggas was getting busy. You know what I mean? Scalacci's, like that's how we was getting it. That's how niggas was putting it down. So I grew up on that era. So I had to find my own wave in between that because my culture was all doing it like that. You dig?
Got you. The fuck was that?
That was my phone. Chill.
Let's say, what the fuck?
Chill.
Shit fucked my head
the
up.
White man always coming to the field to see what's up.
How you doing, man? Yeah, and big ups to everybody watching us on Facebook. Big ups to everybody watching us on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it much. Hit that like. If you haven't, share it. People subscribe. Whatever you kids do these days. Crazy kids.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I get it, and I can understand. Like now,
that was a great observation, though.
Styles, I just seen it on both of y'all.
And then you got the
and
flat
then I got
brim.
the straight brim.
Wow.
I'm stuck in my ways, I guess. But you know what?
I like that.
I've always tried to look good, but I'm not. I can't say I'm into fashion like y'all. Must be hard, he says. I naturally look good.
Pause.
Right? I could be rocking nothing. All right, a little Teddy.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
That was good. Anyways, let's change the subject because I don't want to get stuck on me. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people have.
Well, we were talking about us jacking your style.
Yeah. So I jack your style to make it better. No. All right. Moving on.
But you want to know? Let's drop game. Let's peep game. I'm gonna drop some game. So the truth to the matter is where y'all, because you know how you was talking about.
Are we talking on the same subject, or can we move on?
Slightly.
Okay.
This is some. No, these are facts.
Okay.
Who brought the subject up, and what is the subject?
I just like to educate the people. It's only fair because we always have jokes, but every day we got to drop some gems.
All right.
So peep it. Now you should have did the little fairy tale sound.
I don't know if I have that.
But anyways, people, it's real quick. So when you're talking about, you know how white people be jacking our style on the low key. It all started from us bringing Europeans out of the Dark Ages when the Moors came over from North Africa.
Flattery.
I feel you.
You dig? And the kings and queens of that time in Europe were living in barns and with the animals, and we came over there and we built castles,
right,
and infrastructure. You know what I mean? That's where it started. We had an influence.
What year frame you talking?
We're talking the Moorish Empire.
Down
so I'm not even sure what century. Probably like 16th
Probably
century.
Spain, maybe. Well, you got to keep in mind though, when the Moors were holding that, you also had the Holy Roman Empire, was also controlling east to west.
Is before that.
Yeah, it would have to predate that.
Because the Roman Empire was able to do what they were able to do because they learned it from those that predated them.
Oh, correct.
You know what I mean?
But at the end of the day, all of us are just theorizing.
On what?
On what the actual truth of the matter is. Because keep in mind, at the end of the day, anything that's been learned by anybody has been decided upon by somebody.
I know.
Right?
I had a 3-hour conversation about that yesterday.
So I'm just saying.
Even
so
right now
I'm
that's
not.
happening.
I'm not saying. Yeah,
events.
correct. And I'm not saying like it leads to the most factual evidence.
Right.
And I've read on that in reality, I can't remember their names. Whether they're Tuscan.
And this
like
is
Tuscany's, not Tuscany from like Italy, but a name kind of similar to that were the black people for the very first of the Roman Empire, and that were actually the ones that inspired roads and all that shit.
No.
The first real roads came out of Rome, like in reality, but it wasn't white Italian Romans that did it. It was black people. They were there just like
that descended
just before
from the Moors.
form.
But there was but there was a switch. Like that's where the story of the tortoise and the hare comes from. It was because we were the hare. And we thought that we were so advanced and we had the ability to let somebody else catch up. So we were like, we're going to go to sleep. And that's what we gave it to y'all. And y'all finished the race. So that's what I'm saying. So when you're looking at those blacks that were serving that Roman Empire to build, they weren't.
Hold on. I didn't say that. I didn't say they were serving.
Well,
I said
they were.
The people themselves were black.
Yeah, but they were at a lower class. Those weren't they weren't at the same.
Or of African descent. I'm not going to say just necessarily.
No, but what I'm saying,
black.
at that point, those blacks weren't at the level of what their ancestors were. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I kind of believe that because I believe it's not kind of. I do believe that because I believe what predated all that was the Sumerian culture, and there's nothing recorded that predates that. Even though they found evidence of another civilization underneath the. See, this is the thing that I don't want to get onto this topic too crazy. But this is the thing. This is the thing that changed my mind, right? So if you went out to the Mid East and dug down, at some point you'll find 8 feet of sea deposited clay, which suggests a massive fucking flood, right? A massive flood. Right. And this was underneath already several thousand years of civilization, right?
Right.
So when they hit that, digging and digging and digging, they're like clink, 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 dug through it, and underneath that was a suggestion of another civilization.
Right.
And the fact that back, everything built from above that, from that starting point up, was superbly advanced in their knowledge for a long time, and then it...
Exactly.
And then, we were climbing back up ever since. So once I found out that Sumerians knew about DNA, that blew my fucking mind. I'm like, how would the fuck they know about DNA? You know what I'm saying? So maybe the names and the way they reference things are different than how we do it today.
Right.
And then, a lot of systems were based off that Sumerian system and still used to this day.
Exactly.
So, like 12 inches in a ruler, 12 in a dozen, like a lot of those mathematics.
Of the body,
right.
12 zodiac signs.
All divisible by 36.
Yes.
All divisible in reality of 3600, which is supposedly an elliptical year of planet X, or Nibiru, around the sun.
Right.
So it's crazy how everything. I mean, we can get crazy. The planet that crashed into the Earth that made the Moon and Mars and
an asteroid
belt. In reality, it's Tiamat. All right, but we're not necessarily going with Tiamat right now.
We're gonna keep it light. We're gonna keep it light.
And the whole theory that the sun and the moon is like a clock system.
Right.
Like it's not even a globe. It's just going around a flat.
Right, and
flat Earth.
Yeah, I can't get down flat Earth.
I'm just saying. They're saying that the way they. I
bet Sumerians didn't believe in flat Earth.
Well, here's the thing about that.
They supposedly had spaceports for their fucking god. So
I mean, on their walls, it shows everything spherical.
Correct.
On the cylindrical things that they were like.
Yeah, the way they had even the planets mapped out in that one picture of Enki with whoever the people.
I can understand the flat earthers from the perspective of the idea of we haven't been out this motherfucker to see it ourselves. You know what I mean? That's the only part. It's not that it's flat. It's not. Well, I don't think that. Okay, so that's possible. I don't
totally
think that what we're seeing is what it is.
I don't know if, supposedly...
I don't know about this flat earth stuff.
All right, you know what? We're not going to get into this conversation. I can't...
Not for this episode.
This is the one thing I can say.
Not for this episode.
Until my ass goes into space.
That's what the flat earthers are saying, but not saying.
Right. But there's a lot of shit that suggests that completely proves that there's a flat earth, and also some of the ideas of having a flat earth with the way it's set up, to me, is completely ridiculous. But at the end of the day... we may have supposedly never got outside that radiation ring after you get out of the get up
the
into
Van
space.
Allen belt.
Yeah, correct. So I'm not saying, but I think we've at least gone up far enough, even with the Black Hawk, the Thunderbird, whatever the fuck airplane it was called, that was the first one to go like supersonic speeds, right? That shit can go up high enough to see how the shit is rounded, and there's no ice blocking the entire motherfucker. You can see the spherical shape to it, and that's just still staying within our ozone. You don't have to go above our ozone to see that it's a curved.
No, there's people that have shot shit up and it stopped.
What do you mean stopped?
We can put this on YouTube now. There's private space programs that have shot shit up.
But dude, look at Tesla. Tesla's gone into space. And he's seen
I don't know.
Look up Tesla.
I've seen it. Elon Musk. I've seen it with the red car and the guy.
And the dope thing about it, it's the first rocket that was able to land back down without fucking having a parachute.
But I've also seen Jurassic Park.
True that, but when you have so when we're
many
living
people
involved,
but when you're living, and it's not to discount Elon Musk because he's
the money.
I feel like Kanye right now.
Is infinity.
He's one of the guys I look up to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's always had that attitude that I'm not going to.
Elon Musk,
I'm going to give you the
Tesla.
truth.
He's like the Tesla of our time.
Right, and if for the best of my knowledge, you don't really hold back on anything.
What?
Like just what's going the fuck on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but to add to. We're going too much with this for this episode.
True.
This is something that we have to plan for. Sorry, people.
What's the next subject, right?
We're gonna get into some local news. We're gonna get into some local news because that's scary.
The local news is scary too.
I actually took my mom to the casino yesterday. She was not begging me, but she was on that. Shout outs to my mom.
Come on. What up, mama?
She loves the show. She told me she'd be kicking her shoes off and watching it and shit. But I brought her to the casino the day before yesterday.
Do me a favor. Hold on one second.
Yep.
Do me a favor. Turn the one that says the main player. Turn that one down a little bit because try that clap again. That's good. That's a good level. I dig that.
For the news?
Yeah, well, just everything in general. You know what I mean? It's not too loud. Sometimes some of that shit comes on, you're like, what the fuck?
But this is for the local news.
Exactly.
I was just bringing up how I brought my mom to the casino the day before yesterday, whatever, and found out yesterday Lo sent me some information or sent us some information. You gonna read that? Who gonna read that?
The mayor.
This shit is crazy.
All right, let's get back into it.
What is it? What'd you say?
Where the mayor's communications director.
There you go. It's right there. I'm about to say because I'm trying to
Hold
remember
on,
exactly what it is.
Let me pull it up.
It's coming over here. Yeah, she said it. She got it right.
She fucked some shit up.
So she came out from a night of partying or whatever she was doing in there, and she was trying to get out, like drive out in the parking lot, and she damaged mad cars. I'm gonna tell you how many cars. She's 27 years old.
She fucked up the casino first.
Did she?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say her name because it's in here. You guys can say her name if you want.
What's her name? What's her name? Because they would say ours.
Yeah,
what's her name?
Marion Sullivan. Poor baby.
Like
she'll be okay.
She'll get over it. They put my name in the paper. I wasn't even guilty of the crime.
So basically, she's Sunday at the casino on charge of destruction of property. She was booked at the state police barracks in Springfield. Released under her arraignment, said David Procopio. Well, I don't know how to say this guy's name. Procopio.
Try it out. Try again.
Procopio.
All right, we'll take it.
All right, spokesman for the Massachusetts State Police. All right, so basically, state troopers from the on-site gaming enforcement unit were initially called to reports of a woman causing property damage in the Calmar restaurant. Subsequently, they learned the woman was in the MGM casino garage and had damaged several vehicles, he said. Troopers located the woman in an elevator lobby and observed her to be allegedly intoxicated, quote unquote, and placed her under arrest. Police did not give specifics on what damage was done or the cost. Okay, so Mayor Sarno. Okay, yeah, sorry. Mayor Sarno. I'm just on the roll right now.
He didn't even smoke. Did you smoke?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
And I had some
Sarmano. He added an extra vowel, like an
what did Sarno
dude.
say?
He added an extra syllable.
He did. Oh shit.
That's because I was saying that dude's name Procopio, and it kind of got me. Messed me up. So I'm trying to like.
It's just Sarno. He said Ciano or whatever. Samano.
It's terrible. Chop that man's name up.
Shouts out to the mayor, man. All right. So Sullivan, who has been the communications director since 2005, she was immediately suspended from her job. That's the part.
What did he say?
That's the
about
part why I don't
this,
want to read about it no more because I feel bad for her. I feel like, damn,
You feel
give her
bad
a,
for her?
This is the alleged story. This is the alleged
should've had
story.
an Uber
Like this is
driver,
the as of right now.
No,
This is the,
it's not that she was drunk. It's that she vandalized shit. My
No,
guy.
she was drunk, nigga. She was hitting cars. They're not saying what exactly what happened. She was drunk. They found her
Yeah,
intoxicated. In the
I was gonna
elevator.
say,
She ran
anytime
off.
I had a tangle with the law that was newsworthy,
She
my
ran to the
name was in the article.
Mine too.
Yeah.
And there was
mine was
however many people.
Mine was in the article.
Yeah, I know. They have no mercy.
But
They will show
mine
your
was in
name
the
and
article, and I wasn't even guilty.
You were innocent. Yeah, remember.
Right.
Like,
I would
smear my
say-
whole shit.
I would confidently say
gotta get
I
into
would
this
for
shit.
that time
Oh,
back
this
in like
nigga.
2000 or 99, whenever it
It's true, though.
happened.
It wasn't.
I was guilty, and I pled guilty. I got caught.
shit.
Yeah, I got caught red-handed.
Nah, I
You know
had
what I
nothing
mean?
to do with it. They said I jumped over a counter and tried to rob a white woman.
Oh Jesus.
It's not my style at all. I would have kicked the white woman.
All right, here we go. We're getting back into the story. I'm shocked and very disturbed by the arrest of my communications director, Miss Marion Sullivan, Sarno said in an announcement of her suspension that was released at 10 a.m. She will be suspended until the case has gone through with the court process, he said. Sullivan is expected to be arraigned in Springfield District Court on Monday.
Damn.
And I am hopeful she will seek the help. Oh, shit. What the fuck am I saying?
Seek the help.
I am
Seek the
hopeful.
shelf.
Oh, my goodness. Come on,
it's
come
all
on,
good.
guys. Where you
It's all
guys
good.
at? Come on.
It's all good. It's all
All right,
good.
thanks for the clap. Thanks.
It's early.
I am hopeful that she will. That's what I was looking for. I couldn't read it. I'm on high and shit. I am hopeful that she will seek the help that she.
Oh, he's not.
I will hopeful that she seeks the help that she
I
seems
hope
to
you
need.
seek some help, nigga.
It's a lot of S's right here.
you need to
I am
seek
hopeful
something.
that she will seek the help that she seems to need. That's a rhyme. And we will be
seashells by the seashore.
And we will be supportive of that effort, Sarno said. Whoever wrote this shit did that shit on purpose.
All those S's?
Yeah, no, they did that shit so you couldn't read it out
Yeah,
loud.
they're like, watch this.
Nobody's reading this shit. Suffer-cash in this motherfucker. But anyways, I'm done. That's it.
All right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
What the fuck? So you got too drunk, you couldn't handle your liquor and fuck some cars up. That's what it basically boils down to.
But
Put your job up
yeah, but
Right.
being a communications director to the mayor,
to the mayor.
I don't think you should lose your
you
job.
could turn
I
up.
don't think she should be suspended.
She
I don't think you should lose your
vandalized
job.
property.
I get it, but did she run?
No, she
Listen.
ran to an elevator and they caught her in there drunk.
Listen, let's be real here.
I'm saying if you
And
try
she
to
couldn't
deny
say-
all
she
the
couldn't
shit,
say
If she's fucking shit up, that means she was drinking way past the limit. And I'm saying
Right.
if you're gonna hold that type of position or be in the limelight like that or be next to somebody who's constantly in the
Yeah.
limelight like
Yeah.
that and you want to turn up like that, you got to do it behind closed doors,
I'm just saying
not in public.
shit
have
happens.
a designated driver
Hell
license.
yeah.
I'm just saying
Listen.
shit happens in
I
someone's
almost
life.
want to make a flag for
Now,
her.
if this was,
Yes.
You know what I
if
mean?
this
Because
was
it's dope, but at the same
listen,
time, it's like not responsible.
if this bitch had continuously done this, and actually, you know what? We shouldn't swear. I shouldn't call her a bitch. We shouldn't
I made the cringe face as soon as you said bitch. I said, whoa.
We should try not to swear in general. That way we can get monetized. But
Fuck
you know,
that.
I'm just saying whatever the fuck.
He
No,
said
it's gotta be
monetized.
you.
We're not trying to get monetized. I don't know what kind of word he just made up.
Get
Who knows? I don't
monetized
know.
with swears
This guy
or
said
not.
solidify
No,
and
you won't.
monetize.
Unless you
Niggas
get to
getting
a certain
paid.
point where they deny it or they demand it. Because
Nigga, we in high demand.
I agree with you there, but YouTube right now,
We
might
love
be
you,
like,
YouTube.
You ain't there yet.
We love you.
We love
I'm just
Dunkin'
saying they have
Donuts
rules.
too. We like every.
They'll
have
listen-
policies.
They have policies.
No, that's funny. That was like a nod because that was one of the a part of the 3-hour argument.
Got you. So yeah, in this particular case, there is policies
Yeah.
that you have a lot of advertisers that won't mess with you if you.
And then
Not
there's a
only
lot
that-
that will.
but now, mind
Did you hear that they're trying to make the word bitch illegal?
Oh yeah,
Well, that's
And you
here.
just said
we talked
That's
about
here.
that.
That's not nationwide though.
We talked about.
I thought
that.
it was everywhere.
It was mass.
Yeah.
Oh, Mass is that much of a fucking bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, Mass. Sorry.
Yeah.
It hasn't been ruled on yet.
That's crazy. You can't even say the B word? That's
Yeah,
fucking
so I can see that being stupid, and even the cops being
Sorry.
like, "This is what a bitch."
We want to be monetized.
You know what I mean? But regardless, I don't even now. I forget what we were even talking about.
We're talking about policies.
Either way, they're gonna love us.
Policies in YouTube. So yeah, about the swearing and shit. You know, like
you were.
But what I'm also saying is, if you get to a certain point where you're really that in demand, then they'll make exceptions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's us.
Right.
Right.
Well,
So moving forward.
Yeah.
What is next? On our itinerary?
You know what? Let me pull it up real quick. I got stuck. Let me change this beat up.
Yes, people. We appreciate you. It's been great. We're growing. We're growing. We're growing. And it's all because of you.
Yes, this is true. He's 100%.
That's funny 'cause,
you know what? Why we let
real
them know the phone lines are open 413-241-7272 if you want to call in.
Call in.
Yeah, feel free to do so. Just only thing I ask is if you call in, just at least try to talk and be entertaining. Like, because I have people that will call in and just be like, "Hey." Like, all right, well, it's good talking with you.
Are you serious? They don't say nothing?
Yeah, no, they're just like,
It's weird. Like, because this is like rapper stuff. Like, to be in like a V-neck white t-shirt with this jacket on. But then the t-shirt's like too little to take the jacket off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
It's like, you fuck my whole shit up, friend.
Hey, it's the price you pay.
Honestly, y'all match.
It's the price you pay.
Mind you, I changed that shirt. That's what's dumb about it.
You guys got the same colors
Like, I
on,
changed
black, white, and
into
gray.
that shirt. I had a whole different shirt on.
I got you.
Thinking,
I don't know what to say. Like, what do you want me to say?
Zero. What's next?
All right. So next on the
we didn't do
itinerary.
global news, did we?
Nah, you got something global?
If
I'm
you
just
got something to bring up right now,
I'm
that's
trying to
global.
remember her name. But a teacher, it's funny how we said they were talking about what words are legal and stuff, and they were saying freedom of speech. And the teacher said she can say the N-word out loud and she won't get arrested. But she said nigger, like she put the hard on it.
Wow.
And she got fired, and then the kids were all outraged.
What was the point of her
there was
using the
another.
word?
But then there was another word that she said that you can't say. She blocked out the fuck. She blocked out fuck, but she didn't block out nigger. So the kids were like, "How do you block out the F word, but then you don't block out the N word?"
Well, what
I'm
was
talking
the
about middle
context,
class.
though? What
She
was
was
the-
trying to talk about freedom of speech and saying that, oh, I can say nigger if I want to. And then she went to say the F word, but she blocked it out. And then the kids were like confused, like, how do you say that N word and then block out the F word? You should have did it the other way around. You get what I'm saying?
You should have done.
Fired. She
Well,
got
if you're
fired
trying to be
immediately.
PC, you should have done both.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
exactly what
But-
I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. How do you block out the F word, but then you're freely saying
But
it?
you know what?
And
To
they-
me, if you're using an example like of teaching kids about freedom of speech, you shouldn't have to block out either. Technically
Facts.
speaking,
That's
because
the point I'm talking
this is
about. That's
this
all.
is the negative aspect of freedom of speech and having real freedom.
Yeah.
Is the opposite opinion of yours or something that you just don't agree with, but them having no right to be denied their opinion
Right.
and
It's like
choice.
voting.
So
You get to
that's
go
true
vote up for
liberty.
your opinion, you know?
Yeah. If you want your shit to be accepted, you have to be accepted. And I'm not saying support, but I'm saying you got to at least acknowledge that, like, that individual can say it.
Exactly.
They can
But
do
see,
that.
somebody that says it, I feel comfortable being around somebody who says it, freedom. And then there's somebody who lies and doesn't say. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those
Yeah,
things.
it's
Like
just-
when you meet a racist person, you respect him more for
I
he's
do.
racist. And
I
you
can
like,
be.
I don't like closet racism.
Yes, that's all I'm
I
saying.
hate that shit. If you don't
Respect
like
him.
my culture, at least let me know so I know
Yeah,
where
you'll be
I
able to
stand.
know. Yeah, you'll be able to know.
You know what I mean? I don't like
so
that shit.
let me ask you this: so if you had someone that was obviously like racist, right, but they at least respected your terms and didn't try to fucking be offensive to you per se, but were really honest about it, but they're actually a very cool person,
Right.
and for whatever the reason, you were the exception to that rule. Could you be cool with that person?
That's happened to me a few times.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
happened
sure,
to me
I'm
a
sure
few
that's
times.
happened to at least
That's happened
once
to me a
to
few
every black
times.
person on the planet.
A few times. I was the only
Not on the
quote unquote
planet.
black friend. The
We'll say
token
in the
black
US.
friend. Yeah.
Got you.
In the
That's
US.
happened,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For whoever the term apply or the scenario.
Yeah,
Like, you
applies.
know
like-
what? I never thought I would be friends with a black dude, but
Right,
man, you're cool.
right.
That's what they'll
I
end up
had
breaking it down and telling me.
Listen
you know?
to this shit.
I don't
Growing
think that's
up,
necessarily racist though. For that
No,
statement,
they'll
but I know what
tell
you're
me
saying.
that their father was this. They'll tell me.
Right.
They'll end up opening up.
Well,
and
there's
telling me
that
shit.
part, but then I've had, like-
you get into their world and they're in your world. And I'll be like, yeah, in
Right.
our world we don't tolerate this.
Right.
You go into the wrong hood, you say that, people will stomp your ass out.
well, see, I've actually been the
That's my bad.
stomper. You heard?
Right.
I've actually been the stomper.
Yeah.
So I grew up next to a house, a white family. I assumed that was from the South, or just maybe even from the Northeast, wherever. But they were racist as fuck, to the point like every day they'd be riding their bikes and they'd say fucking the most derogatory shit ever. Like, nigger this,
I
nigger
dare
that.
you to say something to
And
me.
I would come out and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna catch one of y'all. Watch. And my G, when I say I would catch them, Patrick brought it up. He was like, yo, I remember being where the snow was, like we were at like Holy Name and shit, and one of them said that shit. I hopped off the snowbank and wore his ass out. Now, mind you, that's you would think he would have learned his lesson because I've already kicked his brother off the bike. Like, I'm talking about a hook kick.
Gotcha.
He's riding by, not even knowing I'm there, and I just spin with a wheel hook kick him straight off the bike. I don't even know if you know what that looks like.
I kind of do, and I
you
don't.
have to understand.
I'm making up my own kick in my head. So
no, I'm gonna show you.
I'm picturing some Tekken type
hook
shit.
kick's like a half roundhouse.
You know what a wheel kick is?
Potentially, if I've seen it.
A wheel
I don't
kick
remember
is
names
a wheel
anymore.
kick, aka spin kick. So it's when they spin completely around with
And
the
then
kick.
throw their force.
But a hook kick is the legs not straight out.
It just comes straight out, like
so
from like the side.
Nope. So a wheel kick is literally you spinning completely around with this leg, and this leg hits you in the head.
Oh, it's like a punch, a hook punch, like a punch
yeah,
but a
but
foot.
your body is literally
turning. Your legs are
If
turning
you're doing
instead
it
of your
properly,
arms.
Right. Like you're spinning from.
Yeah, I've seen people
Spinning
get
your
fucked
head,
up off
So-
that move.
But a hook kick is when you're spinning like that, and instead of extending your leg, it's hooked.
Right.
Feel
So you
me?
hit your knee?
So I didn't want. It's more inertia. Because the foot, you end up when it's spinning
you're hooking
around with
them,
that velocity, and then you hook it.
Oh, you're grabbing them
So
type
it's
thing.
extra. It's adding on to the whip.
Yeah.
Right. Added to him riding on the bike. What?
Oh yeah. Took him off the bike like a fish.
Finish.
Wow.
Plus, I hit him with the stick through the spokes. Boop.
Oh, damn.
I'm telling you, yo,
That's
I
fucked
got.
up. That's fucked
that
up.
was the war. That was the Civil War. You heard? That was the Civil War.
I'm not saying he didn't deserve it,
But-
you know.
I say that to say this. Me and those kids became friends later in life. Like the father let me in, and cause they learned it from him. This nigga wanted to give me his iguana and shit. I'm like, damn nigga, you don't even like black people.
Right.
But yeah,
Now you're trying.
Yeah. And then it happened with like a couple Italian mobsters that my man's mom used to date. You know what I mean? He drop by and drop a couple hundreds off, whatever. But I knew the moolie talk. I hear all that shit, but they giving me hundreds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck
So,
that.
yeah.
You ain't breaking that up.
Yeah.
I had an Uncle Sylvia that would do that kind of stuff.
Racist as fuck?
I don't know if he was racist or not, because you know what, I wasn't necessarily put in all the same positions, being that I'm a fucking pale white motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
you've
I'm saying?
heard the most craziest shit ever looking like you.
I have, you know what, I have, especially because when I got older and got a career in cars.
People think that they think you identify with them the same
Yeah,
way.
dude,
They're
I'm
like,
like,
you're like me. What's up,
I've gotten
man?
offended, like I've told people off. I'm like, yo, like don't, you know,
Talking about customers or
don't
whatever.
assume that I also agree with your line of behavior, the way you the way you
perspective.
choose to have
Yeah.
because like just because I'm with you and we're in the back lot and no one's around, you know what I mean? I'm like, because mind you, like I can't say I didn't experience I experienced racism like
From the opposite.
I've had shitted on in those scenarios. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a discrimination because you can't really say like a black person hating on a white person being racist is kind of like, I don't know. It's not the same thing. But regardless, so I would hear like maybe this white person or that and be like, oh, this make like soft light 0.0 2.0, but I was always in the mix with the whole group of everybody. So if anything, yeah, I'd have black and Puerto Rican dudes trying to shit on me because I was white. If anything, but you know what? We would work past all that, and I ended up becoming pretty much cool with every single person in our whole neighborhood. But there was, it's funny though, because when we did get a lot of times pulled over by cops, like as like say 7, 8 of us were walking down the street, a lot of times they would pull me to the side, and it was one at first, and it fuck with me the hardest, and it was for 2 reasons. One, they thought because I was the white guy, I'd probably be the most logical
Softest.
one to talk. You know what I'm saying? But 2, it's like one white dude with a bunch of black Puerto
What are
Rican
you
dudes.
doing?
What the fuck is up with this dude?
You're
So
on
it was like a
drugs.
twofold thing. They think I'd break first, but also was like something's just not right here. There's something here that doesn't belong. You know?
You're a mess. This nigga's crazy.
So yeah, I would get fucked with first in hardcore a lot of times, and a couple of my other white dudes would same things would happen as well.
Right.
But we again, we just all were getting fucked with. Like it was all the same shit.
What's crazy is like we don't hear that side either. Not that we really care, but we don't. But really, we never hear y'all side. Like we don't know, because we don't really think y'all have struggles like that. So,
I would say as far as
what's the worst thing?
I would say if you don't
experience being a white man.
I can get that in a second. But so if you don't think white privilege exists, then to me that's a problem.
Right.
Because I'm obviously benefited in certain circumstances by white privilege. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
And this is the best example I can get. You get pulled over by a cop. I worry about a ticket. Y'all worry about getting shot.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the most basic. You can't. If you need more, you got problems. So anyways,
I literally think about that shit. Like
No.
you know what the main shit that my father told me. He's like, yo, keep your fucking wallet on deck so you don't have to reach.
No, I talk to them.
Because if you reach
I
for
tell them
something,
exactly
the
what I'm
motherfuckers can
doing.
shoot.
Right. Well, yeah. I just comply myself
There's
because
communication.
Yeah, that's the
of course,
biggest shit.
communication too, yeah.
Is communicating, right?
Yeah,
not
but
just
then
being
don't
an
reach in.
instant dickhead.
Don't
I'm
reach
telling
and be black.
I'm telling them like, look, boom, my hands are here,
Niggas be wild,
and I'm
man.
reaching from my wallet that you need.
Right.
Right?
And you ask
So,
for
like,
it, and then you just look
No,
too,
but
you
my
look
hands
too
are
black.
already up.
Right.
And I'm
Well,
pointing.
or you put them right on the wheel, the steering wheel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've done
hold
that
them
too. I've done that too.
And mind you, I do that shit just myself because whoever knows, maybe there's a fucking APB going around of a white dude in a suit that just robbed a bank and is armed and dangerous. But mind you, it's far fetched. But I figured, why not put my hands on the wheel?
Star Trek.
Yeah. I agree with you. But what I'm saying is even if it's that stupid of a scenario, if my hands are on the steering wheel, it ain't a big deal, and I ain't got to worry about nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not always in a suit. I'm also just a white dude in regular clothes a lot. So regardless,
It doesn't matter what you wear.
it does. Yeah, no, I get that privilege. There's
That's
no doubt
crazy.
about it. So there's an instant opinion that, but I kind of digress because that's not what we were originally bringing it up for.
Right.
That was
At
global.
the-
We were talking about global news with the lady saying the hard ER and the nigger.
Yeah.
No,
And then,
I get
and then
you.
not saying the F word. So
I'm-
it's just it was basically.
But he asked me a question though. He asked me what's like the most fucked up shit.
yeah. So, yep. You did. He did.
I would say.
That you've experienced being a white man.
So I would say some of the most constant shit was by other white people.
Really?
First and foremost, because it's always, because I was urban, I had a rock stage in me as well, but I was still an urban kid. Doesn't matter if I listened to rock, hip hop, skated, rapped, whatever. I'm from the same area and grew up the same way with the same people. Period. Right? So, but when I felt just more at common being just normal urban, I guess you could say, right? It's wigger this and you trying to be like that, whatever the case, just all that kind of hate, like me just being a separate person. So it got me to a point where I didn't feel comfortable in other like suburban white people's houses. Like I always thought they thought I was going to steal something, like I was a scumbag.
Oh wow,
Like,
you started feeling black.
So but it's still not. There's still that level that separates, right? But yeah,
Wow.
no. If you look, you get to a certain point with some people. If you just look sketchy, like just being normal for us,
Right.
like we suffer kind of the same scenarios in that
You're
sense.
right. That paranoia, like you're in somebody's house, just chilling. Like I want to stay in one spot because I don't want them to think I'm wandering around.
But
like,
I never at the yeah. There's
But
a certain way I act.
his was
I've been-
because they knew he was associated with.
I had to obviously be.
urban friends.
Yeah.
I had to
You're
obviously
definitely
be.
not a regular white
You know
guy.
what I mean?
Like just
Right.
walking in there,
Just the way I talk, my demeanor, the whole nine. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, you got to get that. And then if they learn any background story of you, then you're like,
Forget
now
it.
you're the same.
Ostracized.
You're the same at the same. Yeah. But so it was funny because I
This
felt
just in. Frank is black.
So at the end of the day, though, when I chilled out with not just black and Puerto Rican people, even white people from the same neck of the woods as me, even though I still experienced, some borderline racism shit coming out of these people's mouths anyways. But regardless, for the most part, like, I was welcome in more in that scenario. So I felt, more comfortable.
Right,
but at
right.
the end of the day, for someone like me, I'm too white to be black. I'm too black to be white. So I'm stuck.
That's hilarious.
I'm stuck right in the middle, just going, hey, fuck it, I'm me.
You need a therapist.
Nah, I'm good with it though. I've learned like what I can. Like I learned how to read.
You
people.
learn how to. Oh, okay.
And I've learned how to read people to
You
tell
learn
who
how to
knows
survive
what.
out here.
And I learned how to survive. At the end of the day, that's the biggest thing. I learned how to survive. I learned to fit in where I get in.
and
You know what's
the
crazy
best
about
could
that? I have
done.
to give it up to you because you could have just been a regular white guy and not had to experience that psychosis.
True. And I still put myself through it anyways.
Yeah.
You know.
You signed up. You're kind of like Charlie Sheen.
Winning. That's on there too.
What is winning? Oh shit!
Nice.
So what? We gonna go out for a break?
Yeah, we got to hit a break real quick, and then when we come back, we got all the other shit. We got the game trading places coming up. That's gonna be some funny shit. And
the build. We got that build.
Yeah, we talk about the Dave East album a little bit.
We did that.
Did we already talk? I don't recall actually talking about it.
I mean, we didn't.
We just mentioned it and gave it a.
We can go into it a little bit more.
I'm about to say we still can go into detail.
Whatever's clever.
It's
And
worth
then
it.
the Loaded Lux Aver battle. If we want to talk about that at all, I didn't finish that battle, so I'm not really apt from front to back. But whatever's clever. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to hit this break. And when we come back, we'll have some more motherfucking show. I hope you guys enjoy it.
We'll be back.
All right.
Peace.
You say you wanna drink and smoke and do drugs. Got weed, got let's pull up. At home you alone, been no fun. And how you been feeling lately is fuck love. You say you wanna drink and smoke and do drugs. Got weed, got let's pull up. At home you alone, been no fun. And how you been feeling lately is fuck love. I had to leave shorty in the past. It's hard for me to forget her. I probably would've gave her my last. Fell in love too fast, not a love stash. Wanna smash, biggest fan, I want your autograph. Yeah, several times you gave your heart to the wrong man. Time wasted, turn your heart cold like a force plane. Hoping you could find a nigga that you could confide in. All a nigga wanna do, play with your pussy, dive in. Wanna forget about your past, I got you pop a bottle. Let's pour for the future, fuck the past, we have full throttle. I stare right at your body, look like I just won the lotto. Baby, you wanna drink, you wanna smoke, you say you wanna drink and smoke and do drugs. Got weed, got let's pull up. At home you alone, been no fun. And how you been feeling lately is fuck love. You say you wanna drink and smoke and do drugs. Got weed, got let's pull up. At home you alone, been no fun. And how you been feeling lately is fuck love.
She said she wanna drink and smoke and do drugs. Got a thing called love, make you flow up. Wanna pour some shit, plastic red cup. Shorty snorting up the stash, got her fucked up. Shorty really think that she basic. You ain't even gotta pull a lane switch. You already poppin', where's your patience? You ain't even pretty when you faded. Shit is dangerous. I can pull you from this life, hop on my spaceship. I've been waiting for your final destination. I've been trying to make a difference, but you ain't shit. Shorty ain't shit.
You say you wanna drink and smoke and do drugs. Got weed, got let's pull up. At home you alone, been no fun. And how you been feeling lately is fuck love. You say you wanna drink and smoke and do drugs. Got weed, got let's pull up. At home you alone, been no fun. And how you been feeling lately is fuck love.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
I'd like to place an order, please.
Phone number, please?
The phone number's 413.
Yep.
567.
Excuse me, 413?
Yes, 567.
Mm-hmm.
6969.
6969?
Yes, 1669.
I can hear you. Can you say again?
Yeah, it's 1669.
1669, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay,
It's okay. Yeah. Would you just say the last two numbers one more time? Just make sure you got it right.
Yeah.
What is it?
1669, right?
Yeah, the last two numbers. You said 69?
Yeah, 69.
Okay, I just want to make sure it's 1669.
Okay.
You got that?
1669.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Go ahead, what you say?
Do you have any daily specials?
Okay, we have a dinner combo.
Okay, has that got big cock in it?
Give me 1 second, please.
Okay, no problem.
Hare, wait.
Oh, big cock. I left some big cock in there. Good lord.
Yes, are you sure?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, do you have the big cock with the mushroom head?
Mushroom?
Yes. I just love a big old mushroom tip.
We have 3 kind of mushroom with chicken or pork. Another one is chicken portobello.
Okay. All right. Do you have any shit on me mushrooms?
Shiitake is a 3 kind of flavor. I think the one have including the shiitake mushroom.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'll take an order of them.
3 kind of mushroom, right?
Yes, please.
With chicken or pork?
Is it white, black, and Puerto Rican?
Excuse me, chicken or pork?
Oh, I like to get porked.
Mushroom wonder with pork.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
1 second.
Mushroom tip, pork in me. What else did you?
you just want the mushroom?
I'll take the. I want to get porked.
Pork, right?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Okay, mushroom wonder with pork.
Ooh.
Yeah, have
And
a
what-
fresh mushroom, and the
what-
shiitake mushroom, and the portobello mushroom. It's all right?
Yes. Yeah. That's fine. Does it come with a side of jism? Can I have a side of jism with that?
What mean that? I don't understand you say.
What kind of? Do you have a dipping sauce?
Oh, now it's brown sauce, including special brown sauce.
Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted some jism. That's okay.
Yeah, it's sauté together.
It's salty jism. Okay. And do you have any
You want to make a steam sauce on the side? If you like that, we can do that for you.
steam pile? Yes, certainly, please.
Steam, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ugh.
Sauce on the side. Yeah.
And any long noodles?
What kind of noodle you mean?
Just long and thick, if you have any.
No, it's only come with white rice.
Okay. All right. Can I have another order of a big noodle?
What kind of noodle? We have a lomian noodle and a chapa noodle and a miso noodle.
I don't know the name. It's just long and thick. It's a long and thick noodle.
What kind of color?
I'm sorry. I had it one time.
Lomian noodle is yellow.
Oh yes, that's it. That you don't have it?
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
kind of?
I like to get porked by that long noodle.
Pork lomian is all long noodles.
Oh yes, that's perfect. Oh, long noodle.
Yellow noodle is all right?
Yes.
It's yellow color.
Yes, that's fine as long as that noodle's pork in me. Oh, I like it large.
Okay, pork lomian large. Yeah.
Yep. And then from there, do you have any soda?
Lomian cold and Sprite, no Japanese cold, but now you know it's cold. You call the Iron Chef, right?
Sure, whatever you said.
Yeah, it's the Iron Chef.
Okay, that's
You're not calling long place, right?
yeah. No, that
Also, we never got the Japanese soda, so.
actually I'd like to try that.
Oh, okay.
Is it good?
Yeah. We don't have any Japanese soda.
Oh,
We
you
have
don't. You don't. Okay. Okay, no.
Coke, Sprite, Diet Coke.
Okay, I will take the Diet Coke. I gotta watch my girlish figure.
Okay, a can of Diet Coke, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, anything else?
And the phone number you have was 1669, right? 69.
Yeah.
With the big noodle.
1669.
Oh yes, yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, let me repeat your order. Mushroom wonder with pork, steamed
Ooh.
sauce on the side, and the last pork lomian and one Diet Coke.
Yes.
Yeah, no, mushroom wonder, you want the white or brown rice?
I'll take. I do like either white or black, guys, but I'll take that white.
White rice. Okay. Anything else?
No, that'd be it.
Okay, 15 minutes.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you. What's your name?
It's gonna be for Athul.
Drew,
Yes, Athul. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
All right, where is it? Why haven't they found it?
Veruca, sweetheart, I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now. What's the matter with those twats down there?
Yeah, we back.
Yes, sir.
We are back. We are back. We get back. We are back. We are back. We are back. Hey yo, we're back and we're bringing that crack and don't have me fucking snap on this track cause I get wild and I get all crazy. I'm not against smacking old ladies. They need to get it. They need to get it.
You should stop.
They ain't get it.
All right, fine. All right, so we're about to do a real quick on the spot phone call to somebody. Let's hope they pick up. And we're about to put them on the spot on a. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know once we call them. Let you know when we call them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? And I don't think I gave a proper enough shout out to today's music, which is by Young Kano.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Shout out to
Kano.
Young Kano.
Shout out. All right, I'll make sure I tag him. Make sure we tag him in this bitch. So he knows what's up. So today's.
Stay tuned for that outro track.
Oh, you know what?
Today's music.
The subject matter instead of transit. Would you say you? Well, we won't. I know what I want to talk to him
Is it
about.
UNG?
YUNGCANO.
Oh, why did I just text that to you?
I think.
Instagram. Got some stuff.
Well,
on
I'm
YouTube.
tagging somebody. Let's hope it's him.
Who?
I thought I was
Go through all
doing Young Kano.
Go through all page and look them up.
But here,
I think I already got
it. I sent this to you.
I already got it.
For the call. Well, yeah, we're gonna talk about this friend right here.
All right. I love the name, by the way, that you have in here.
Oh, all that. Like, what is it?
Okay, that's a good subject for him.
Yeah.
All right,
Start
so,
with the no shade.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into this real quick.
We're doing on the spot. I love
Let's hope
this.
he answers.
We're gonna do 2 on the spots today for 2 different subjects.
No shave November.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's
Keep it
see.
hairy, motherfuckers. I mean, excuse my language, mother effers.
All right.
Hey, Reese George, I'm not available right now. But,
Word.
leave me a
You know
name
what? Let's leave him a message, and we'll try him back in a second. But it should went
At the
straight to
tone,
voicemail.
Please record your
You know what I'm
message.
saying?
When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Like his phone is dead.
Gutty Womack, it is Frank motherfucking Marvici, or Frank White, as you probably remember me more as, and
Almighty.
And we're calling you, so we're gonna try and call you back, motherfucker. You better answer the goddamn phone.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Oh, you stopped it.
All right,
that's
so
a funny one. I like that.
We'll call him back in a minute. Right
Yeah.
now, we can dive into that Dave East shit and that Low Deluxe battle. And did y'all catch Rhythm and Flow on Netflix?
Oh, hey, real quick to my homie. Hey, live. If you want to get anything on the show, just send it to me. It's all even Rooster shit. Any of that stuff you guys want played. The Total Impact. Send it. Because we'll definitely play that stuff. And what I like to do is, with Almighty's idea here is we're featuring you for the show. So try and send if you can, 4 to 5 tracks, and we'll use at least 3 to 4 for the entire show. Your music will run the shit.
Yes,
so
sir.
send that to contact@marvicimedia.com. Contact at marvicimedia.com.
Gotcha.
All right, and I'll put it up into the link here.
Gotcha.
Just go here.
Gotcha.
That shit's good.
Yo,
She was
I was
right.
just thinking
You
that.
can go
I was
there.
just thinking that. This is like the best.
Or
now.
send
She said
to.
when it's cold too.
That's impossible. I'm like, how? I gotta tell
Oh,
him.
we're getting a call
It's
back.
smooth, bro.
I don't know who it is though.
It's probably him, right?
You are on Just Being Frank. What's good?
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Womack.
Yo, it's me, Julio.
Julio.
Yeah.
Motherfucking
Julio.
Italian Julio.
Fuck yeah.
What's good, Julio? How you doing, brother?
Peace,
What's
bro.
up, my man?
Hey,
Peace.
haven't
I heard
talked to
you say
you.
my name the other day, so I moved back. I didn't move
Gotcha.
back. Guess what? I'll be there in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah,
And yeah, we'll rage hard like it's 2005 again.
that's what.
Oh,
I don't know if I can handle them days anymore,
You
but
better.
Oh,
I can
yes,
always
you
try.
can.
I can always try. But what do you said you out in San Diego?
Yeah.
Look at that. We already countrywide.
Yes,
Boats
sir.
and hoes,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Nationwide.
Boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes. Yo,
Oh,
how is it
shit.
out there? How's the weather right now?
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
Oh, fuck you. You're coming out at a horrible time.
I mean, not as good as Springfield, but
Yeah.
kind of.
That was almost a good recoup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad to have you watching, though, man. That's what's up. Glad to hear you doing good. Things are good.
Fucking amazing, man.
That's what it is. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Yo, so since you called in, we
Yeah.
want to do a game with you called Trading Places.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But first, or should I say that topic if we now because we probably won't talk to him. All right. So, but first, I want your opinion on something before we do Trading Places. Right? It's No Shave November, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you participate with it?
No.
All right, so I'm kind of doing it, and you know, my woman was fucking around, and she was like, "Oh yeah, it's No Shave November. Okay, she's gonna hold my beer."
Oh shit!
Oh damn!
And she was fucking around. Thank God, fully, because I loathe body hair. Like you have to be. Like, I mean, mind you, I'm not saying I can't deal with it in the crotchular
body
area.
odor that comes
you know
with
what
the
I'm
hair,
saying?
too, right?
But I just, like, I can't
Wait a
stand
minute.
it.
Hold up. I just got what you're saying.
What?
I'm blind right now. Yo.
So hold on.
Are you saying
So
that
entirely-
your woman is participating?
No.
Or-
She was fucking around.
She was the color of your fur, your hat, your hoodie.
Because she couldn't.
I'm bugging right
she
now.
couldn't do it either. Like she doesn't like hair on herself. You know what I'm saying? So she would never put herself through that to begin with.
But you're saying what?
But she was just throwing out that, well, oh, no shave November. You know what I'm saying? Fucking around with me. I'm like, no. But it brought up an interesting thing. What if a woman were to participate with that? So what do you think, Julio?
Then it will be moss diving all the way.
Okay, so you're all good with it. You're like, fucking leave it to Beaver. I got this
Leave it
hairy
to
beaver.
I think it's more badger. You don't think it's more badger?
You said what now? Hold on. Julio, what'd you say?
I said badger versus beaver.
So, well, no, so I guess I'm a fucking degenerate, so I'm all good.
All right. Well, I mean, you're honest with yourself, though. I appreciate that.
Well, since you're so honest,
yes.
Let me ask you a question. Julio, is it? Julio,
Yeah.
So, would you trade being a poor white man for being a black millionaire with all that comes with being black?
Yeah, not just the money.
Well,
but then you're black.
What if I already was a millionaire?
No.
No, that's not the. You know, it's got to be one or the other. Either a poor white
your
person.
choice.
No, he said, "What if he's already a millionaire?" That's what he said.
Right. That's
I'll be a millionaire.
but that's not a part of the equation. The part of the equation is
If
either
you
the
can
poor white
choose.
dude
Yeah.
or the rich black
You're
dude.
in the
But-
cosmos.
but you're
Peep it.
really white
You're
or black.
not a millionaire.
I'll be rich and black.
You'll be rich and black.
There you go.
Power to the people.
There you go.
No, I like
I'll
that though.
take the
Rich and
words
black.
more.
That's a kind of a.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah,
like a good
there
saying.
might be
The
some.
world is more
it's
green. There is white, black and white.
Right.
Huh.
It's see. I
Right.
told my
Exactly.
man
The
who
money's
came up
green.
with the
It's
game.
green.
Shout outs to Mike P.
There's no
I
doubt.
told
Mike
him. Well, I'm not gonna say what I told him because
Yeah.
we might get a bunch of people trying to choose what he chose. You know what I mean? But
You don't want
I
that.
like that. I like
Right,
that.
yeah.
That's what he chose. Rich
Yeah.
and black.
I like that,
Now
though,
you
green.
know that comes with all the black experience. That means like you got to bail Pookie
Yeah, the
out
bad-
of jail.
Right.
Not only that, when you get pulled over by cops, you got to wonder. Like Frank said,
know what I mean?
if I get pulled over white,
Am I
I just
gonna
worry
get
about
shot?
a ticket. And
No.
if you get pulled over black, you got to worry about getting shot.
Yeah, all that
So,
comes
yeah.
with the black
Yeah, all that.
experience. They don't know
All
you're
that.
rich.
Yeah, they don't know you're rich.
Well, I mean, if you're a millionaire, you're probably not gonna have to drive much.
Exactly.
Other people
Exactly.
drive
See,
you.
you're thinking.
So-
I like it. I like it, Julio.
There's ways of
I
getting
like this
around
guy.
it, is what you're saying.
Nah, Julio's smart.
No, Julio's
Right.
straight, man. That's why I've always,
like
I've always liked Julio.
I like
and he's a
it.
crazy
Fuck, I'll buy a
motherfucker too.
mansion and fucking put my own club in there, get all the bitches there. I don't have to fucking drive anyway.
Right. When do you ever need to leave
That's what I'm
the
talking about.
premises? You never have to leave the estate. You know what I mean?
You know, if
At
you
that
got
point,
some
it's an
extra money,
estate.
just buy the whole police department. You know, we'll do the mafioso way.
This just in. We're starting our own club, and we don't have to go anywhere because all the bitches are there.
And we're only going to eat exclusively club sandwiches.
I'm ready.
Yeah, my sandwich.
With cold cuts on them.
Correct.
Oh my
You're
Some
gonna have to.
good
You're gonna have
tiramisu,
to.
some
You
good
don't have to do a
pizza,
pork, but
you know,
Caveman.
but the way I like it.
right.
Oh shit.
I feel you.
I like
You
it.
know, some good fresh mozzarella and shit.
Hell yeah.
Oof.
See, he authentic.
Culture.
He
Culture.
authentic Italian.
Yeah, culture.
He's from Italy.
Culture.
So it's he knows what the real deal is over there, not this all this American
Yeah.
Italian food.
Culture. I
You know
love
what I'm saying?
it. I like it.
So, but big ups, Julio, man. I appreciate you calling in, brother. Glad that everything's
Well,
going
fuck
good
yeah,
with
hey,
you.
I'll see you. I'll see you soon. Hey, remember this, December 7th. I'll be landing there. I'm gonna be there for almost a week until the 13th.
Yeah.
So I better be seeing you this year.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm probably going to forget. So if you think of me,
It's okay.
you might
I'll
want to just,
find you.
you know what I'm saying? Just throw it out there.
I'll find you.
That sounds creepy.
I know. Just running right
Oh,
It's actually
man.
super creepy.
That would have been a perfect.
But-
Oh, yeah.
Naughty.
There you go.
All right, man. Good looks, though. I appreciate it much,
All right,
brother.
good talking to you guys.
Yeah, thanks
Same,
for
man.
calling up. We appreciate you.
Easy, brother.
Peace, brother.
That was Julio.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Julio. He's a
That
good
was
dude,
fun.
man.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
I like him a
Yeah.
lot.
Call up. Call up.
This Justin. Frank has creepy friends.
Yo, nah, he was cool.
Nah, yeah,
He was
Julio's
cool.
I know.
Peace to him.
I just like how you guys.
Yeah, but if you feel like calling in and giving a shout out or anything
Yeah.
like that, 413-241-7272. 241-7272. Area code 413-413-241-7272. That's right on the fucking stream.
I'm loving it.
You still got Mike P's number in there?
Probably not.
No.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna
let's try it. Let's do this though, just because we had him on last week. Let's, which I don't mind having him on again. But before we do that, let's try and get Gut one more time.
All right.
All right, you can turn that off because I got left there.
Hey, Reese George, I'm
Nah,
not
he ain't fucking with us.
Motherfucker.
He ain't fucking with us.
leave me in there.
Motherfucker. That's all good. All right,
He
so
ain't fucking with us. You know what though? We can call somebody else real quick. Cause I want Mike P's opinion on something else. Yo,
Right.
what is that playing? That's dope.
that's it's called Monument.
I like that. Like,
You gonna start rhyming? You got flow.
nah, I don't rhyme.
That boy got flow.
He used to rhyme sick as shit. Rookie of the year. Yeah, that was my shit. That's probably one of my most favorite tracks from you.
For real?
Yeah. Just because it just got a good overall groove. Like everything
You know
about
what's
it's
crazy?
just dope.
You know what's cravy? I said
What's cravy?
Gravy.
Oh,
What's
wavy.
crazy?
Oh, that's
Crazy
the-
wavy.
That's the new
Gravy.
Gravy.
That's just
Gravy.
crazy.
That could be
You know
taken
what's
wrong.
crazy?
And there's the milk.
And
better
there's the
bet.
milk. Yo, and there's the milk. I told you to name the episode that.
Oh shit! I forgot. You know
This
what?
Yo, you be lazy
This nigga
with
better
that
patent that
I
shit
do.
now.
I
Yo,
can't even argue.
You know how you
Can't
be
even
like,
argue.
But you know how you be like all like meticulous with certain
Yeah.
shit. I'm meticulous about that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I like all that shit has to be synchronized.
You know what I'm gonna do? You're gonna have access into
Thank you.
the YouTube.
Thank you.
So that way you can
Thank you.
fix that
You
shit
hear
if I
him?
miss it.
What happened?
I just,
Cravy.
you know, I'm
Cravy.
all about.
What was I gonna say that was cravy?
I don't remember.
Fuck.
No, we were talking about.
Goddamn.
I think how cool I am.
This just in. This nigga
You're
is
like, yo, you know
fried.
what's crazy? You're dumb cool. I think that's what you were saying.
That's gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay either.
No, there's
I'm
definitely
just not
not.
gay.
All right.
I just
Shit.
think that comeback that Frank said was really Batman. Batman.
Oh, that's what we're gonna do. We was gonna
I'm just
call up
saying you
somebody
haven't seen
else.
us in the same room. That's
We
what
was
my
gonna
shit.
call- what?
Me-
What the fuck are you talking
I'm
about?
saying
You and Batman?
You can't say I'm not saying I'm Batman, but you ain't never seen both of us in the same room. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yo, you're hilarious.
What's next?
Yo, stop playing. Yo, you want to know what's
I'm
insane?
Frank, man.
Dad, I think Christopher Nolan did those movies, right?
Those three with Christian Bale.
Yo, those are like the best Batmans ever.
I agree with you. Those
Especially
are
the
dope.
latter two.
Yeah. Yeah, the third one was
What?
But
That's the Bane one, isn't it?
Yeah, which is it was good, but the first two are masterpieces.
You
if
think
ask
the
me.
first is better than
I
the
think
third?
the first one was dope because it showed like it had you show a way of how he became who he was and like a way you could grasp. And it did a dope job of first like really having you go into that detail. You know what I'm saying? The way they did it. And you know, it climaxed perfectly to set up for future shit.
Right.
And then the second one was brilliant. It was just brilliant. So like I said, I think the third one in my opinion, yeah, is probably the worst out of the three. But it's still a good movie. I still fucks with it.
What do you think?
What do you think, Lau?
About
What do
the
y'all
three,
think?
About the three Batmans
What up,
from
what up,
Christopher
Logic?
Nolan.
Good seeing you, brother. Hope everything's
The
all
three
well.
Batman, the Dark Knight series.
How they switch to Batman?
No. Like, what do you rate them? Like,
Oh, Batman.
You know which ones we're
Psychological
talking about?
warfare. It's like almost like the Joker. Now I'm just gonna say it like this: all
That's
those movies
definitely-
have
I don't know if we
secret.
asked
Oh, you guys? No, you guys were asking about the three Batman.
Yeah,
movies?
which one do you think?
Like,
is
which
best?
one do you like? What? How do you
or
rank
what,
them? In
what
order?
Batman in general, or just the three?
I kind of
Yeah, so the
don't
three.
rate them because they were all like pieces of art.
True, they
Yeah.
were.
Like, and I'm
I'll
just
agree
trying.
with
That's
that.
why I said it.
That's
When I
true.
said psychological warfare, it's like almost like a Black Mirror type thing because the movies were so freaking like it was just hidden stuff in there, stuff they would say that sound like something you would say at the end of the world or something.
Got you.
Like certain stuff the dude was saying, like you talking about when Bane was in one of the movies
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
All of those series. That's what I'm saying. I don't rate them. They're all pieces. They're like the Lord of the Rings.
I can see
How
what
do
you're
you
saying.
rate Lord of the Rings? You gotta watch all of those movies.
I didn't even like.
See,
I love
you know what's crazy?
I'm into fantasy shit.
I
like
never
that.
even watched those
love
shits.
Dude, I've watched. You into Star Wars?
That's how you get into. You're into the spiritual world, right?
I've watched.
They put Easter eggs in all those movies.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real with you.
The direct.
I probably watched the first Star Wars
Yeah.
trilogy like hundreds of times each episode.
I haven't watched hundreds, but I've definitely watched them in my lifetime a few times.
I can just put that shit on. I've
never watched Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. It's got some slow. It's got some slow and corny moments in my opinion to it.
When it gets
But
spaced up.
yeah, there's some crazy shit that happens in there. We used to back in the day. Our school was different because we actually had
read books about
watch the movie and shit on The Hobbit. You know what I'm saying?
I did that. And I watched the movie The Hobbit.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
the cartoon. The
Yeah,
little
yeah.
curly
That's
head
comes
dude.
from the same shit.
No, I know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I just the Lord of the Rings.
life.
I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why. I felt like I was forcing
You
myself.
should be able to though, because
I'm telling you, I felt like I was forcing
if
myself.
you're in, because
Yeah.
the way I know you as a person and the stuff you're into, I just feel like you would be one of the first ones at the door to watch that type of stuff.
Fuck
'Cause
no,
it's like
I
the
make my
physical,
own.
No, it's like the physical representation of some of the stuff we.
I felt like it
You
was.
know,
I felt
interpret.
like it didn't drag me in for a reason. Like Game of Thrones dragged me in, which is what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna go to this call. Try to call this person I just sent you.
You just sent it to me. You said?
They put a lot of money into those Lord of the Rings.
They did. They
Like,
did.
a lot.
Unfortunately.
Buku cash. You know, and it brings in a lot. It brought in a lot too.
Nigga,
it's
fuck
like
that.
Harry Potter
Fuck
too.
Lord of the
Harry
Rings.
Potter is like on that shit too.
Fuck them too.
Harry Potter's crazy.
Mm.
I like Harry
I
Potter.
like the Harry Potter movies.
Me too. That's what I'm saying.
I haven't watched
I
those
like
shits either.
Braveheart. Braveheart was crazy.
My
Braveheart was
daughter,
dumb,
my daughter
stupid.
has like.
That shit was good as hell.
My daughter has like the little series or whatever.
There's a few movies that I like. I hold
Or the
hold up
collection,
there.
I should say.
Star Wars is up there too because it's like
I fuck with Star Wars.
I like Star Wars
Wars
a
is
lot.
outta
That's my
here.
shit.
I'm not like
The Matrix.
like Frank. The way Frank fucks with it, like he's like
The
he
Matrix
knows
is
like the
dope.
whole shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
don't Yeah. What are them
Expanded
people
universe.
called? Yeah, what are them people called?
Which
like,
ones?
Like you know how Star Trek people followers are called Trekkies. What are y'all called?
I don't really know. That's a good question.
Is that like fantasy?
I don't think there's a name like that.
Play? They have some kind of thing they call it.
I don't think there's a name like that for Star Wars fans. We just fucking Star Wars fans.
All right, watch this.
They definitely have a name for Star Wars fans. They got to.
Hello.
Mike, what's good?
Hey, I need you to stop. Huh?
What's going on?
Who is this?
You know who this is?
Who?
Lance.
I can't even hear you.
Lance.
Oh.
Amy.
Oh, what are you doing?
Guess what?
Where the hell are you calling me from?
Guess what?
What?
You're on the spot.
Yeah, you're on the spot. What's good?
You motherfucker.
You know what that means?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm live on the podcast.
Exactly.
Yep,
How you
yep,
doing,
yep,
though?
yep.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're great. We're great. So
Yes.
listen, so we want to add you into a conversation, and I know you can get involved. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So listen, we know you watch series, right? Like different series.
Yeah.
So Joe Button had a podcast, or he has a podcast, and he had an episode where he briefly went in on how they don't fuck with Game of Thrones, right? And he started rating shows above it, like Breaking Bad, like Sopranos and Breaking Bad. And are you familiar with those two shows?
Well, I watched some episodes of Breaking Bad. Sopranos, not so much. I was more into reading.
You watch Sopranos?
Yeah.
Lo?
I watched a few.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Breaking Bad. Sopranos is one of those shows like late night. You come in from like a drinking night, and you be like, "Oh, it's on," and you just start watching it.
Okay.
But then people that watch it 24/7, like Game of Thrones.
Really?
Like they watch all the episodes. Yeah,
So we're
they
just
watch-
adding you into that conversation. We just want to know how you
That was just for me,
how
my
you
opinion.
how you rank some of those shows. I
Yeah.
know you thought you was about to go into some real shit.
What's
but,
your
like,
thoughts on
what's your
Game
real
of Thrones, and how do you feel it stands up to other shows?
Yep.
So I like Game of Thrones because I'm into I love anything that has to do with like warriors and just like wild and free.
You like how they
and
get down.
And I had just discovered that I'm slightly obsessed with dragons, and so everything just like I found it was, and of course Jason Momoa, like.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Like he.
I would say I'm a big Game of Thrones fan.
Yeah.
I just wasn't happy with the last season. I just would have did it different.
The last season.
Okay.
And I kind of understand why they did the way they did, because everyone was probably
So I'm
assuming
gonna tell you something.
the big climax was going to be with the White Walkers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I can see why they didn't have it in that way.
So peep it. Last night, actually, I had a discussion with my sister and her boyfriend, which is hilarious to say, but yes, my sister and her boyfriend.
When you talk directly into
Nigga,
this
shut the
motherfucker,
fuck
you just
up.
soft.
Hey, I'll just say this: I didn't watch no.
You know
Game
what
of
it is?
Thrones,
You
and I
suck
really don't,
dick.
I really don't watch it.
What?
This nigga is crazy.
That's all I heard.
Yo,
Everything
so
that's going on.
Yo, so peep it. So peep it.
Good job, you air cunt.
So, yo, you're hilarious. No, so peep it. So we were talking about that. And you know what I found? I watched the whole series over again. And when I watched the whole series over again, that's when I realized that the last season itself wasn't that bad.
Nah, it wasn't
you have to, but you have to watch it all over again. You got to remember,
watched it 4 times,
like all over
since
again?
the last
Fully?
season. Yeah,
For real?
Yeah.
And you're not satisfied?
Not with the very last. I just think it could have been different.
'Cause
They
you're
could
a
have
writer.
still, they could have still ended with the White Walkers being the climax. And if they wanted to still change up the very, very end of how it happens and what stories go where and so forth, they could have still achieved the same ends.
Yeah.
I just think the White Walkers still should have been like the final big ass battle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the final
More
treachery
extensive.
and all that shit happened at the justifications,
I got you.
just dues that happened at the very end.
So you feel the same way, Amy?
My thing is that I have all the books, and what I fucked up at is that I started reading.
called the right
I read
person.
the book.
We called the right person.
Amy, just to clarify though, the writer himself hasn't ended the series yet, correct?
Right. There's a whole what we've seen is what's over, but there's going to be a whole new everything. But they missed out so much in these episodes that I don't think it's going to equal up to how intense the books themselves are.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we already know a book is always better than a show. You
but
can
the
only
show-
do so much. But
The show
there's
veered away
mad
from the
shit
books
that they
though,
missed out on.
didn't it? Yeah, the show veered off from the books. I thought like the
Yes,
season 4 or
exactly.
5
so
or
the
something.
The first season is like everything is
Tick for tack.
exact
Yeah,
from
I
the
read that
same
book.
like exact everything. But then in the second one, like the Red Wedding, Kat was supposed to come back. There is so much that didn't happen. Oh yeah, she's the Stone Woman, because when you are born in the North, you automatically have a little bit of White Walker in you.
For
so
real?
if you are not killed the way you have to kill a White Walker and stabbed in the heart, then you come back alive. You're technically not dead. You're like a zombie. Remember the uncle who
right.
was
The dude
up
in
the
black.
right.
Yeah.
And then he came back out of nowhere.
Right.
It's because they're part White Walker. And he went for the North.
Oh, wow.
Yes, she was. Yes, she is. She's from the North. Tiffany, I watched the series like 7 times and read the book.
Right.
And you
That's
go,
a good number. That's a good number. That's a good number. Yo,
she always want to be that guy. No, Amy, you're wrong. No, guys.
So I was gonna say, yo, Frank, almost like what you said earlier about oh no, was it you? You don't like Lord of the Rings like that.
Nah, fuck
So
no.
like I'm not gonna say I don't like Game of Thrones like
I feel
that.
like I forced myself.
No, I'm saying I don't like Game of Thrones like that. I haven't got into it the way Game of Thrones.
No, you're bugging.
No, the way the fans are for that. Like how
No.
you're not fanning for Lord of the Rings. 'cause you haven't
Anybody
even
who
checked it.
gives it a chance gets it.
What's that?
Yeah, I know. I
No,
know a lot of
there's
people
not a
that
person
like
on the
Game of Thrones. I'm
planet
just letting you know I'm not one
that
of them
gives
that
it a
hasn't got into
chance.
yet.
Like if you get past the first 4 episodes, it's over.
For Game of
Anybody who
Thrones,
can
I agree with
breastfeed
that.
a baby dragon, I'm with it.
Yeah, I agree with that though. If you can make it past the first
It's over.
3-4 episodes,
It's over.
you're in.
That I can honestly say that's a show that can get everybody if they can make it past the first 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, because them first few episodes are
rough.
awful.
Yeah,
They're rough.
Yeah,
It was
they are rough.
crazy.
You know, back then when it first came out, it was probably like, for people who know the books, we're probably like, yeah,
true.
you know what I'm saying? But then after that, though, like it started getting to a crazy ass point because I remember it being around, but I didn't watch it until later. Like it was already in like the 3rd or 4th season, maybe. Yeah, about 3rd or 4th season when I first started
I
watching
didn't start watching it until it was the 5th season.
So are you guys all rating it aside from you, Lo, because you say you don't fuck with it?
No, I'm not saying I don't fuck with it. I'm just letting you know I haven't got a chance to watch them.
Okay.
Like watching the episodes like
so
that.
you don't fuck with it. But
No, I
listen,
haven't
so
got a chance to watch it.
You don't fuck with it. So listen, are you guys all rating it number 1?
I'm not giving it a number 1, but it's definitely in my top 3.
What do you put? What are you putting over it? That's what I want to know.
I wanna see how
Right
the
now,
Mandalorian shapes up.
I'm slightly obsessed. Have you seen the show The Mayans?
Yes.
No.
I've seen like the first 6-7 episodes.
Are
I
you
think.
kidding me? Like they're really
Yeah.
Mayans,
No,
or
no,
it's like
no,
a
no,
biker?
It's a twist off of.
It's the
it's a
name
twist
of the
off
gang that
Sons
they're
of
in.
Anarchy.
Because they're Mexican.
Sons of Anarchy was my shit too. I really like that show a lot.
I felt like I was forcing myself with that.
I like that show a lot, and then at the very end, they were just shooting too many people and getting away with it. That started being my only gripe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just becoming like just pop whoever, you know. And I'm just like,
so,
all right.
So you're putting Mayans above Game of Thrones right now? That's what you're saying?
Right. Like right this second, that's my go-to. So then we have American Horror Story.
Whoa.
Which is up there. However, these past, what is it, like
Story, really?
2 seasons, they're like,
There's different.
it's time to get over it.
I gotta
let it go.
You said what? Say it again. I'm sorry.
That it's time to let it go. Like these
You got
last 2 seasons,
Oh, they ain't clicking?
they're running out of ideas.
Okay. So that's your top 3 then?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, and the only reason why American Horror Story is falling short is because they're falling off.
Yeah, it's like this last one, 1984. It was so bad.
God
Like
damn.
it was so bad.
So what?
That looks like they're
Frank,
copying
what's your
trends,
top
though.
3 then?
I would say Game of Thrones is definitely in there. Sons of Anarchy.
And you're putting Sons of Anarchy over Game of Thrones?
They're kind of neck and neck for me.
Yeah.
I'd say they're kind of neck and neck. I don't know if I can go a 1, 2, 3 because I really like that. And
Fire.
fuck,
What's your
third one? I'm
Why
trying
not
to
putting
think.
Dexter in there? Nobody likes Dexter?
I haven't really got a chance to get into Dexter.
See?
Nope.
That's what I'm saying.
I've seen a few episodes, but I'm like, you're like,
Nah, Dexter.
I feel like I already know the whole shit.
No, if you keep watching, you're not gonna know anything because it gets deeper and deeper.
Yeah, I imagine.
I'm letting you know, and Dexter is on some other.
All shows are like
and
that.
And then you think, oh, one episode and it's gonna go to a whole nother scene.
No, I've
Sometimes he has
wasted
to clean
time.
up the mess from the last scene to go to the next scene.
I'm sure we've all wasted time on series thinking that like we get past the first few, it's gonna change
I'm
and it's
trying to
whack.
think of a
right,
series.
and then it doesn't.
Right.
I'm trying to.
Dexter's really dumb.
That shit don't hit. No climax.
I'm trying to think of
You
a
can
whole
watch it all
season,
day,
a whole series that I've watched all the seasons multiple times, and I can't say that there's many.
Well, I'm just not that guy. Anyways,
think-
once I watch something, I
Stranger
rarely,
Things is
rarely
pretty cool. I like
revisit
that
it.
too.
Stranger Things is dope.
Yeah,
I think
it was
that's
a
cool.
good idea.
Stranger Things was alright. I couldn't get into the next season, to the
Nope.
the second season.
Nope.
Oh, I
They
like it.
lost me.
You liked it?
Yeah, it was
I
alright.
do wish that the OA would produce a new
The
season.
OA was
And
actually
the
pretty good.
Ozark, The Ozark, it was.
Ozark
lit.
is
I
dope.
loved
I gotta
Ozark.
watch it. I
Ozark.
want
See,
to watch
Ozark right now is my number 1 show.
Because I like Breaking Bad a lot, and
So-
people say if you like
So you
Breaking
guys
Bad,
are
you'll
not
like
gonna talk
Ozark.
about the number one show,
Ozark
Yeah,
is
Ozark is dope.
Ozark
Dead
is
was
fine.
good,
Shout
though,
outs to
huh?
Ozark. We gotta shout them out.
Walking Dead kind of.
No, it
I can't
was.
fuck with
It
The
was
Walking
fire.
Dead.
It's well, you know, I'll say this for The Walking
So
Dead.
what's your third show?
Walking
don't-
Dead was
Before
up
you
there
get off
now.
the beaten path,
Walking
what's
I
Dead
your
don't
was
third
know.
a
show?
fanatic
I would
show
say
for a
more
while.
currently, maybe Deadwood.
What's that?
It's HBO show Old West, of like this camp, just kind of like that becomes a town later
Shit,
on
I
after
put
the
Power
years,
up
but
in there in
it's
my
in the
top
Old
three.
West days.
Power.
You know what I'm saying? Power. I don't know.
Power's in your top 3.
Power
It's
kind
one-
of started
yeah, why
losing
not?
me.
You know what's corny about
I'll
Power?
go back and finish it, but
And it sucks to say it, but being a writer, like if people don't know, I do write.
I fucking put The Breakfast Club in my top 3.
No.
That's funny.
But
You
the
know,
thing
I
about
put
Power-
shows-
That's a good movie.
The backdrop, it just got too repetitious. Like I kept seeing
Yeah.
the same backgrounds, and that just was killing
That
me.
same with, like,
They started
Vampire
changing
Diaries
them.
and
They
all
started
those shows.
They started changing it a little bit,
Yeah.
like in the newer seasons, but like. Forever, we were like seeing the Fed office, and we're
Right.
seeing Tommy's apartment, and we're seeing
Right.
Ghost's apartment.
Right.
It was just like,
it's
oh
like
my
repeat,
God, I'm so
repeat,
fucking-
repeat, repeat, repeat.
what is going
I got you.
on? Like, I mean, so.
And you know what?
I might have
that's
to
a good
redo
point,
my
Live,
top
the
3 though,
Wire.
because now you guys really got my brain going.
That's
Because
what
I
I'm
don't know
saying.
if you
Think
guys,
about it.
you probably didn't watch it, but have you seen Riverdale at all?
No.
Nah, my wifey's
it's based
watched
off
that
the
though.
Archie Bunker.
Yeah, my wifey watched it. She
I
liked it.
fucks with Riverdale.
What's that about?
It's about the Archie characters, but like in a serious setting.
For real?
Like the Bazooka
Archie
Joe
Bunker?
Bubblegum. Yeah. You know the cartoon, right? Isn't that based off the same shit?
Yep.
The Bazooka Joe
For real?
Archie
Bubblegum.
Bunker.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was
It's a comic
connected to
strip.
that.
Yeah, but they put it like they made it into
made
a
it
serious
physical people.
drama.
Physical
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with
Oh,
physical
shit.
people.
I like that.
And, okay.
I did
never
watch
watched
that.
it.
Hold on, I'm about to add somebody in on this. Hold on.
Hold on a second though, too. Live made a good point. The Wire. Now, I've heard
that's in my top 3.
I've heard a lot of good shit, but I have not watched it yet.
Oh, you're foolish.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you. Like I know I need to watch it.
That's
but
one
I
of those
just haven't.
ones that's like,
I don't even know what network it's on.
I used to be you.
Well,
I was in the dark.
Well,
I'm not
I've watched a lot of fucking series.
No, I'm
though.
saying I was like you. I'm not gonna sit up here and keep bashing you about not seeing The Wire. Like I'm new to The Wire. Like
Wire
I seen it like within the last like 6 to 7 years.
Yo,
it was already
I was
finished.
living in Maryland when they were shooting The Wire.
That's how I watched The Sopranos.
I was living in Maryland when they were shooting that shit, and then people were talking about like around that time people were like, we're auditioning. Like people were really going and auditioning. People were getting off the streets and being in the show.
Right.
I'm serious.
Right.
And that's how most of those people got big. That little dyke chick, the one who went to fire, whatever her name is, she was a regular ass hood chick.
Right.
No, because she was like
he was looking at me sideways for saying bitch earlier.
Right.
Nah, I know she's cool. She's cool though.
This guy.
Right.
Your ear cunt.
What's her name? I don't know.
And there's the milk.
And there's the milk.
Man, he just made me,
Squish
You are a
squash.
smelly pirate hooker.
Just messed me up.
Oh man,
We're a mess.
Yeah.
All right, so that was your top 3.
Yeah, I don't have
the
the I don't know if that was my third, but I can't think
my
of any
top
other
3. My top 3 is Game of Thrones, not in any specific order.
Oh, Hell on Wheels is dope too.
Ozark and
I gotta watch Ozark. I would say Breaking Bad may be my third.
What would be my
Breaking
third?
Bad's fire.
No.
See, that's
Snowfall?
what made me watch Breaking Bad.
I've never seen Snowfall.
My third is Snowfall.
Never watched that one.
I never watched that.
You know what's dope
Ozark,
though?
Snowfall, and Game of Thrones.
Have you watched? That's a respectable list. Have you ever? Have you watched the Wu-Tang drama?
I heard that shit is dope.
Shit is dope as
Christopher
shit.
watched it.
I like it a
Faithful.
lot.
I heard it's dope.
like it.
You're talking about the series, right?
Yeah. The American Saga.
Yeah.
There's only
It's on
10
Hulu.
episodes.
Yeah. Dave East plays Method Man.
Yeah. I think I don't know, like some of the casting was a little weird at first, but as
Got
it
used to it.
Yeah, but as it gets into it, you get over that. But yeah, because you kind of know who some couple people may be,
right?
But the rest of it, you're just like, how the fuck? But the story itself is dope because it makes it into like you can. If I don't know how much is embellishing a little bit for the show itself, you gotta do a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And how much is fat? But it seems like it's legitly like how the real fucking roots of Wu-Tang started. Right. You know what I'm saying? And but it's also just a good show to watch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even have to be about Wu-Tang, and you would still want to watch the show.
So you,
right, because I didn't realize that they weren't even like friends to begin with.
Right.
Like they were just like
Ghost and Ray
random
are, like,
people
bucking
running
at
the
each other.
streets who just linked up the right way.
Y'all
at the
can't
right
be telling
time.
me. Nah, I can't do this.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
We're not gonna do this.
That's all you get.
Let's move on.
So, Ami, we're gonna let you go. We love you.
Yes. Thank you for
All right, I love you guys.
And
Thanks
we
for
appreciate
calling.
you.
Peace,
Nah,
love,
no
and light.
problem.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for allowing us. Thanks for participating.
Yes.
Because some people be like,
Anytime.
I'm live. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. What does that mean?
It's not gonna be beautiful all the time. Sometimes you're gonna have to expound.
Right.
You know what expound means?
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You. Yeah. Sometimes it's not going to be beautiful like this. You know how sometimes you get out of work early, you're like, yes. And then there's those other times you're doing overtime, you're like, fuck, how did I get into this? That's us.
Oh, so then late night calls.
Not necessarily late night calls, but it's always going to be early because Frank don't do the late night.
4 o'clock in the morning calls.
Nah, the problem with late night is like you got a lot of comp at night. Like there's a lot of prime time TV. There's sports games.
The niggas are
and my
like,
schedule
vibrant,
too, you know
looking
what I'm
for
saying?
the shits.
They can. That's where they just get the recap. They get the show.
We just gotta. You know what it is? We gotta start getting paid off the show, and then we can do a second day, and that second day will be in the evening. That's really. That's what makes sense.
Word.
Or I mean,
Well, call me anytime you're interested in my input,
most certainly.
and I got you.
All right. I appreciate you.
All right, guys.
It's been real.
I appreciate
And
you.
there's the milk.
Peace. Squish squash.
I can't. What the fuck? Where's the little?
Yo, try to call Gutty.
There's the milk.
This was his.
There's the milk.
And there's the milk.
Like, what is this nigga doing? Playing with his feet?
All right.
Hey, Reese George, I'm not available
This
right
nigga's
now.
so boring. All right, next week with him.
You're naughty.
So,
bitch. Yeah, we might have to at least warn him that he might get called, and don't tell him anything else. You know what I mean?
Right. Don't we got one more break? Oh, yeah, we got one more.
No, that's it. We only one break in it.
Oh. Okay, so we got enough to talk about. Then.
Well, I mean, it's 11:40 almost anyway,
Yeah.
so we about the tail ends and just be at
20 minutes.
You know what I'm saying?
About 20 minutes.
Yeah. So beyond that, we had Dave East's album.
Right.
That escalated quickly.
Right. That escalated really quickly.
I can't say I listened to every single track, but I got a chance to listen to a good 7-8 of them.
Winning.
You know?
His album is
and
winning.
I could say it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. I'm not gonna necessarily say it's my number one or anything crazy, but
It's my number one right
it's solid.
now.
It's solid.
My number one right
Yeah,
now.
if you were gonna do that, I would say number
It's
one.
my number one right now.
Because there's nothing else that at least I've heard that just came out that moves me. And I think again, it's someone not necessarily.
Actually, Styles P just came out with something. I haven't heard it though.
Oh, I have to try and peep that.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm the hugest Premier fan, even though I still like his catalog. I still like a lot of the shit he's done, but he's not necessarily like my go-to. But I think the track that he produced for his album was one of the dopest I've heard in a while. You know, it was solid.
And I would have to say that if I heard it was a Premier track, I'd be going to check it.
I'm gonna tell
like
you right
fast,
now,
because I know Premier has a history of just my opinion.
I'm gonna tell you
It's
right
Premier,
now,
his name.
that
Sounds
album,
like it.
you don't even need to skip any tracks. You can play it straight through.
See, you know what I need to do?
This is
Put it
first
in your
album,
car.
right?
And listen to it in the real order. In the real order too. It's supposed to be.
And in your car.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because otherwise, you're not going to get the full effect.
I'm telling you guys right now, anybody who hasn't listened, I'm sure the people that have listened will be in agreement.
Got you.
I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I would say he's just not necessarily like that.
That's not your type of artist, is what you're saying.
No. I mean, I dig what he's trying to do, most certainly.
He ain't that, but that's the thing. He ain't trying to do anything. That nigga is
Or
like,
what he naturally does.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think that he's rare because when we heard, I mean, I'm just saying.
I like he's an artist I can actually listen to.
The way he
That
puts
nigga's
his
dope.
words together, right? Him and Nas has a certain type
Remember
of
what I
style.
said on the
And then when he raps,
podcast? He
him and
said that
do the
Nas
same
actually
thing.
did an interview and said exactly what I said it was.
Yeah.
Remember?
It's evident.
You
And
told
I
him,
sent
right?
I sent you guys a link. It's in a message. So yeah, there was a message. I sent a link where Nas said exactly what you guys said. Nas said, I never had no idea that
Remember I was
you was
telling
gonna
you?
be this.
I was like, I know
like
Nas
whatever, like
knew
this
he
big
was
or whatever
dope,
you was.
but
He said, I
he
knew you was
didn't
dope,
know
but I didn't
that
know
this
he was
nigga
gonna
could
do
like
this.
really make music the
Getting
way he
busy.
makes music. Like that nigga is
He don't stop.
actually
No.
he's in my
Dave
top
East got
20. Dave East is
He's
in my
got
top
years.
I'd have to
on him,
listen
like
to
at
more
least
of his
a dub,
catalog.
20-something years plus doing music right now. If just
I
keep
think
going.
you know what's ill about
got
an
it.
artist
So that's a
when
benefit.
you
You
could
gonna-
hear an
you gonna
artist
get good
and that nigga surpasses niggas that's been doing it.
Right.
That's like
That's
Eminem
when you
and-
know that
Eminem and
nigga's
50.
like.
Oh no, Dre, because Dre came in, he was killing that shit, and then boom, brought M in there, boom, killing that shit. So both of them are in there, and Dre's like, shit, I don't gotta rap no more, kill that shit,
Right.
and he'll just jump in there and just make an album for no reason.
He
And
found
then,
a way.
and then 50.
He
killing
even
that
found a
shit.
way to make the music timeless.
They brought the
like with rhyming
the
about.
intro,
Usually when dudes rhyme from that
and that's
perspective,
how I feel with Dave East and Nas.
it's usually dated.
Right.
This nigga found a way being himself. You know what I mean?
Right.
Being himself
Nas is
to
fire.
deliver that type of music and that type of message and paint a picture on top of it, right? And deliver it over like some of the greatest sounding
I did see some
instrumentation.
hate. I did see some hate, like
They're drunk.
like as far as performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it only
like,
went
like
gold.
actually,
You know what I'm saying, or something like that.
that it'll catch up.
Right.
Niggas are just sleeping. That's
Right.
all.
But beyond that, yeah, no. Like I said, I'll definitely listen back through to it and listen to more of his catalog so I
Right.
can get a little bit more of a truer opinion.
Right.
I've known about him for however long.
Right.
But I just said it's not something that I really dived into. There's a lot of music wise that's not like independent.
Right.
That I haven't. I say music out of general, I've kind of fallen back from a little bit and keeping up on the newest shit.
Right.
But it is what it is. That's the good thing is with us. Since we're going to be talking about it and we're going to be also displaying independent artists,
Right.
it's easy to stay up on both.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So, you peeped the Low Deluxe and Averb battle?
I got through some of it.
How you feel?
I got to finish it, I think. I still think I like Loaded better, so I'm a little biased.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I've, there's people that really don't care for Averb, and I think Averb's all right. He's got moments.
I'm
where
one of those.
He's,
I'm one of those.
Got you.
Doesn't mean that he ain't nice. It's just that he's not for me.
Right. And I mean, you can kind of put a lot of battle rappers into that category. When it boils down to it. If you really went through
Not a lot of them.
Well,
some niggas are just dope.
a good chunk. How about that?
Like who? Who you don't fuck with?
We was talking a little bit about it. I don't really fuck with Tay Rock all that much.
That's craziness.
So I'm not, mind you, again, it's not saying that he's not dope, but there's something about him in general. I think, if I'm thinking, you know what?
Vibe,
let me see if
not fucking
let me
with
make
his
sure I'm
vibe.
thinking of the right person.
You definitely are. You're not one of them guys. The fact that you like know his name.
Yeah, exactly.
This
Exactly
nigga's
what
crazy.
Yeah, just had to see it again to reaffirm.
You just don't fuck with his vibe.
Nah, there's something about him
you
that
ain't
I just,
vibing with him.
I just
What do you
don't
think,
like.
Lo? Who you fuck with in battle rap?
Nothing against Tay Rock himself, just my opinion.
Battle rap. There's a
Get him
few
the
of 'em.
fuck out of here.
My nigga Arsenal, DNA. There's a few niggas. Honestly, it's
DNA
kind of
don't
like
really fuck
I don't fuck with DNA.
Nah, there's a few. I'm just
He
trying
be,
to like,
actually, you know what?
He's not a good. It's not that he's
Who
not a good
else?
writer.
I'm gonna say something.
Iron Solomon. That's one of the guys I really fuck with.
You fuck with him?
Yeah, back in the when he was
early
Yeah,
I was
what-
gonna say
the
he
shit
had
that-
moments
the
where he
shit
was
that
fuego.
His
Early
most fire
Iron-
battles. That's what I look up. Like his best stuff. I would always look that
He
shit up.
had moments where he was
had-
fire.
His verses were flawless.
Right.
I'm talking about impenetrable, like some shit where he
Impregnatable.
bodied every artist. Who doesn't matter who the
Well,
fuck
he
you
wasn't
wanna
really
be.
going against him, but listen. So
No.
early
Yeah.
Solomon was dope.
Yeah.
But
Fire.
the new DNA is dope.
Who else?
I'd have to listen.
You know what I mean? No, you could like his shit developed.
Right.
Like that's what makes it dope. Like
He just said a lot of stupid shit.
I know, but
Yeah.
because he said a lot of
Shoot you with
stupid
my
shit,
machetes.
because he said a lot of stupid shit, you can hear the growth and like you
feel
appreciate
that, man.
that shit. You're like, oh shit, this nigga like got nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what you're saying there.
Really did. The fact.
No,
Shout outs to
it's not-
DNA.
it's not applaudable.
Shout outs to DNA. Oh, this
That
nigga's
is a
dickhead.
plot.
Shout outs to DNA.
Like, you
I
talk
wouldn't go
about
that
battle
far.
rap, but I don't really, to be honest. The battle rap world is so gritty that I just listen and watch. You gotta watch. It's like the boxing match. The
This
boxing
nigga's
race.
listening to Sia.
Nah, I don't
Tony
even-
Braxton.
Nah, he's bugging.
Creed.
No, you know who I will listen to?
Listen to
Sade.
Creed.
I will listen to
Pivo
Sade.
Bryson.
He said he brought a female up, so Sade. I will listen to Sade.
Sinead
That's one of-
O'Connor.
Who else?
Yeah.
My dude. I can feel it. I can feel
Phil
it.
Collins.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
Yeah.
That and the other song he put out too. The other joint.
I got a memory
Other than
like
that.
being
There's a
in
few songs
preschool.
that I
My
listen
mom getting me ready for preschool. I'm laying on the bed. That's serious.
I even listen to my mind's
with
playing
that-
tricks on me for no reason. Like
that
there's
shit
certain songs I
playing
listen to that trigger from
in
my
the
childhood
background while
on
she's
purpose.
feeding me ramen noodles
Mine's
on the
playing
bed.
tricks.
Like, like that shit is like a clear vision. Only because the music
feel like I'm the one
creates the
that's doing
picture. You know what I mean?
Right,
That
right.
shit
I
is
got
ill.
you.
That shit is ill as fuck.
We had
Music
like
is dope.
I was a little mixed because I had my sister that I primarily listened to because she chilled with all the older people and all the older kids. I wanted to be down.
Right.
So like I got into like 80s metal. Or not metal, just 80s rock, hair bands like Guns N' Roses, Poison, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Kind of got into all that. But at the same token, like, we were still listening to the radio, so I got into like LL Cool J, Beastie Boys, and all that stuff. And then, my mom had this dude, I think we call him Doc, that lived across, an older black dude that had 2 kids. And he would play like a lot of Al Green and stuff like that.
Right.
So I kind of had all that in one shot as like a 4-year-old, a 4 or 5-year-old.
Okay.
That influenced like my diversity. I've had periods where I've liked certain things better than others, and then from there, my step pops and stepmom would always listen to classic rock.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had that influence, like Led Zeppelin. You know what I mean? Not Kiss. We didn't really listen to much Kiss. Rolling Stones. Aerosmith. A lot of that shit. So it was a good mix. Good man, I got a little spice. You know what I mean? A little gumbo.
No adobo though.
Yeah. No, because it was freestyle, otherwise known as club. That was primarily Puerto Rican artists shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about when I say freestyle?
Like Clubhouse and shit. Clubhouse. Yeah, I remember growing up on High Street.
Dramatic songs. Yeah.
Yes.
They were real dramatic.
Yeah, that was that.
Don't you let me go.
We used to come out in the project.
I need you more.
That's still everybody. It was your mom. It was usually your mom and dad dancing to that shit.
You know what's crazy? Hold up. You okay? Yo, check
Come
his
on, that
temp.
shit was dope.
Nah, I'm telling you.
Do that shit again. Do it again.
No, that was dope. That shit brings me back to what, like the late
Come on,
80s,
let's
early
go.
90s.
Let's go. Sing it.
I would come out.
Take me in your arms, and don't you let me go. I need you more and more. I need you more and more.
Come on, Sex. Where you at?
I don't remember the words.
You're supposed to make your own shit up, no matter what.
But no, Yo,
that was the shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So my sister was listening to that too.
Right.
Yeah, I got all of that. And then, we had, my mom dated this dude, Felix, and then married Chachi. So there was a lot of like salsa and merengue in the house as well. Like, I'm cultured, man. My cousins are half Puerto Rican, so we had, their influence. Like,
that's good.
I was multicultural from
You're well versed
from the right off the bat.
You're well versed.
Right.
Luckily, the universe blessed
the
you.
multiverse.
Yeah.
That's what
The universe blessed his ass.
I would agree with that.
That's good.
Curse me and others, but bless me otherwise.
So you walk around singing
culturally
that song
blessed.
in school,
No, don't embrace the curses.
Listen,
No, true, I agree.
You used to use in school, elementary school, whatever, singing that song like
that's
nodding, like
no, that
tapping
was
your foot.
yo. So that's what I was trying to say. So like, I was on High Street,
Spring love,
like in the early '90s. On High Street, you know what that was like. That was rough.
Yeah, I know you're talking
but
about.
I do remember coming out because my mom had all Spanish friends. So I would come out, you'd hear all that clubhouses playing.
That shit was
booming.
That
out
shit
of
was
the
killing
window.
it for a while.
You know what I
the
mean?
hits was playing.
And you know what's
killing it for a
crazy?
while.
Like what I was gonna say is like our projects here are not like the projects in New York.
Right.
Like we those are different here. But like how like New York projects look, that's how High Street looks.
Got you.
You know what I mean? That's what they would consider projects, but
Right.
that's not what we consider projects.
Right.
But like,
Yeah,
so
like
for New York's sake,
when you say Duggan, like
it
when
was
you
like
say
the
projects, I think of Duggan projects. You know
well,
what
there's
I'm saying?
Duggan projects, there's Ashley,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
mad projects.
That's the
but, like,
first project since I lived
but
there.
the way that
I
those
think of.
look are not the way that New York projects look.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's even Putnam Circle. Shout out to Putnam Circle.
I
Actually,
grew
I don't
up
know if
there.
that's considered
That's
a
where I
project.
started.
Is that considered a project?
That's
there?
where I started. I don't know, but that's where I started. I think it was like 42 or 42. I don't know. But yeah, Putnam Circle,
I lived
Bayer
on
Street,
Layford.
Federal
Layford's
Street,
my first shit right there across from
High
Fence
Street.
Package.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the projects.
Hancock Street.
Yeah,
I mean,
stayed up there. I stayed
and
off
then I
Bay Street
moved-
in Oak Grove.
Then I moved to FB and did the thing down there. For
So I think I was originally born in West Springfield, right off of Main Street. I think
You're
I'm Fairview.
super white.
Like, well, I mean, at that time that was kind of like, and it still is kind of like the ghetto of West Springfield.
But it's white guys.
But it was at the time. Now it's primarily Russians.
Oh
but,
hell yeah, they're running shit.
But I was born there. But before I even
That's
like,
their ghetto now. You're saying
It's not their ghetto.
no, but they
they're
actually
saying it's their
they're trying to
haven.
develop into it.
Yeah, it's their haven.
Ghetto.
But I think before I was even like 6 months or maybe a year, we moved to Layford Terrace in Springfield.
Yeah.
So that's where I really grew up my first years that I can recollect. And then from there, shortly at like 6 or 7, Kensington Avenue, and then Kensington Avenue
That's
for
where I
a
met you.
long stretch. And then I bounced all the fuck around, from there. You know what I'm saying?
Roots.
And then from there, I lived off of Bay Street in Oak Grove for a while. And what the fuck is that street where the Bing is that you go straight up at Hiawatha?
You know
Streets
what?
off
I
of it?
actually don't know what
Goes
that
to
street is, but I
Belmont
know what.
Convenience to the island.
Oh,
I can't remember the name of that.
Whittier.
Shit. Whittier. Yep,
Yeah.
I lived on Whittier in a foster home for a while too.
Yeah.
Damn, it's crazy when you think back.
Oh yeah.
You know?
It's the past. It's funny how the past, like when you think in the present, when you think about the past, it helps you into your future.
True.
Like, you know what I mean?
You know what was the craziest?
Like ushers you in.
You know what's the craziest projects I lived in
You
though?
can't dwell on the past neither.
The hardest one I lived in for projects was Wentworth in West Springfield.
Future is now.
Those are projects. You're like
Condos.
serious?
No,
I don't even know what the fuck
not at
those
all.
are.
Remember when I lived in West Springfield at Memorial
Those
with
were
Biggie?
condos?
They were condos, but it
They
kind of
were?
looked like it was a project. Yeah, garden style and townhouses.
Yo, I have so many memories there. That shit is insane. Like mad memories.
Yeah.
But we can't do that on this show. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna close out with this conversation.
All right.
The roots of evil. Right. So I say I'm using it plural because I don't believe it to be like one thing. You know, I always say it's money.
I think it boils down to kind of like two human flaws.
What are those?
And well, primarily would be greed and jealousy.
Greed and jealousy.
It's primarily if you look at any evil things that truly happen,
Pretty sure
especially
that's
if you're going about
pretty-
human nature. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty sure
There's a lot more than that. I'm just saying, I think majority of things classify.
So are you talking about a depopulation of human civilization?
Well, if you're talking about NWO and shit, I mean that's going to a different level.
No, I'm just talking about. I just said it in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Depopulation of human civilization.
No.
Meaning,
So think about it, though.
vaccine shots and cancer.
But why
for
would
all
all
you fucks?
But yeah,
because you're not part of our percentage.
Right. But now, mind you, take those. Why
Because we
do
only
you,
want 1 billion to live.
But listen, why do you?
That theory scare you?
Why do you do that though? Why would you do that? For fucking greed and jealousy. Why else are you gonna depopulate the fucking human civilization.
Yeah.
Why are you also
Greed,
going to try and
jealousy,
reform
and
to a
control.
one? But
You didn't add
because
that
of
word
jealousy.
in there. Control.
No, because of jealousy.
I wouldn't say jealousy.
Yeah.
Why would they be jealous of a black man? They'd be like, I'm better than a black man.
Because they don't want you to
And
have.
psychologically, you think they're better than a black man already.
They really
So I'm
don't.
just letting you
They're
know,
jealous that you have the capabilities of becoming more than them.
And they have the control.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So I would say maybe the third would be fear.
Maybe.
Yeah, I
Fear.
see both your
And
points.
fear
I
would
think
be the
maybe
third.
they just
That would be my
think
three.
they
Those
just
are
don't
your
even
three?
add us to the picture at all. Like,
But it's
my-
deeper than that. I'm talking about the thing that causes an individual
Right.
to even think
The
like
mechanisms.
that.
Yeah.
Is either greed, jealousy, or fear. To have
He's
any type of that.
saying those are the roots of evil.
Yeah.
What do you consider the roots of evil, or do you consider
sort of what we
Wha-
just talked about.
or do you believe it's or do you believe
Depopulation
there's one?
Depopulation of human civilization. Basically, you're giving birth to your kid, or
That's the root of all?
a doctor comes up to give specifically an African American female a vaccine shot, so she'll have something in her body that will kill the fetus automatically over and over again, no matter if she'll never get pregnant. Because they gave her the shot because they gave it to the black people first. Now, I'm not. This is something I looked into and I've seen on the internet already. But I'm just.
What year are you talking?
This has all been happening already.
Oh, okay.
It's already the fact. We all do it. That's why abortion.
You
is
literally
so,
think
abortion is two thumbs up. I don't think it is.
I'm just saying you
letting
literally
know
saying
there's a
that hospitals are giving two different types of shots. They give us
No, they're giving shots. It's already done. We're all getting shots.
I wasn't
No,
sure what
we're
yours-
all not getting shots.
The people that are getting the shots right now.
I
that are
got
listening,
shots as a baby. I didn't have any choice.
No, that is people that are getting shots
we all
have been
are
getting
getting
shots.
shots.
But
All right,
but think
can
about
can
this.
I say something?
Go ahead, but I'm going to counter you on this.
No, I don't want to counter. You can counter. I'm just stating what I feel out of my spirit. So I'm gonna let it out, and then you can.
What I'm saying though is a lot of people are going with the no vaccine route these days.
No, I'm not
and
saying
their kids
do
are
that.
reemerging with what is it?
Those are the
Fucking
kids that
measles
haven't taken no
with
shots,
fucking old like smallpox, like shit that hasn't been around in a while.
Yeah.
That shit's been on the biggest increase in the last 5
Yeah,
years.
make sure they
or
didn't have
10
any
years.
recent blood.
No,
transfers
it's from
for no
people
reason.
not
'Cause they
doing
might have just pricked them real
vaccines.
quick, like, oh, you don't want
Frank.
shots no more?
I'm telling you.
Prick
Frank.
and give it to you.
Frank,
I don't know.
It's science,
Frank,
though.
my kids are not vaccinated.
And that's fine. I'm not saying
No,
that they're
no,
going
I'm
to
saying-
just get sick. I'm not saying everyone's just going to naturally get sick. What I'm saying that these things are on the reemergence, regardless of who kids are.
Well, the timeline you just gave, my kids are already extent. Like my daughter's 9.
Right, but dude, I'm
There's
not
no-
saying because she didn't get the vaccine, she's automatically getting it.
But I'm just
So your
saying,
kids didn't
like-
get it. That's great. I'm talking about the ones that have. It's on an increase. And when it was pretty much non-existent in the United States.
Keep your dick out of the dirt. Stay away from dirt. Not saying stay away from dirty people.
No.
Wash your fucking hands. Keep your dick out of the fucking dirt, and you'll be okay.
I agree with that. Washing your hands is important. But I'm saying
not keeping your dick clean.
Well, I keep my dick cleaner than my hands in reality.
I'm just saying.
Yo, you know, this is funny, right?
That's how you fucking stay cured.
This is the funny though, right? People talk about how they don't, like I had like Howard Stern, for instance. He tries not to touch his dick when he pees, so he doesn't have to wash his hands, right?
Me
I
too.
would almost
Me
prefer to
too.
wash my hands before I touch my dick and then wash them again. But I also don't want my dick getting germy.
But I've tried that. Like I've done that a couple times. Like in certain instances where I feel like the environment is more dirtier than anything on my body.
Right. I feel that way a lot.
won't touch nothing. Like not my dick, not nothing. I'm just like awesome. Like,
But but you know, it's I think you should care for the hygiene of your dick as much as your fucking
I'm
hands.
not touching nothing. Like type shit. Like that type of environment.
Right, no, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
I'll do the
I
same
don't even
shit.
I don't even want my dick out technically. You know what I mean?
sometimes.
But I gotta pee.
Sometimes other things dictate that. You know what I mean?
Yo, so speaking of that, so we won't even. We're gonna end on because you brought up that dictation shit. We're gonna end on this note.
Okay.
And we're gonna call my Mike P to end out on this note.
Nah, well, you know what? I can't because it's 11:55.
Look at this nigga.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
nigga's
no.
so
Today's show got to end
white.
on time. I got shit I got appointments. I can't miss appointments. These
Nigga,
aren't just I got to
you
meet
don't.
somebody at 1 o'clock.
Okay, so we're gonna do root.
Got appointments.
So we'll go back to roots of evil because that's one of my roots of evil. Is time.
Yeah, I agree with you, but time exists, and I got to make my best with it.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, that
It
really
exists
why-
enough in
Man,
structural society
No.
that I have to conform to it. Yeah, you want to know why I have to
Yeah,
conform
well,
to
yeah,
it?
it does.
Because
No, I heard
shops
you.
close at certain times.
I heard you.
know what I'm saying?
Well, only because everyone's believing this in the.
But take it back further.
I should
though.
say believing in this.
But take it back.
illusion.
You get no, but you got to look at it like this, brother. If there wasn't some kind of structure that
No, here we go.
time was at, then how the fuck would you expect businesses
there's
to stay open 24/7?
Well, no. The reason why there's time is because there's what you said earlier. That's why I said, oh shit, no, he's right. the structural society that's been set up.
And for our own health, too. I don't want to work
just
all day.
because somebody has created a structure around some shit doesn't mean that it's not an illusion.
Oh, I agree with that.
You dig what I'm saying?
I think there's a lot of things out
like,
there
that's
that
just a form of control, manipulation.
So is speed, if you want to go at that route.
Speed is not a root of evil.
Why not? No, I wouldn't say speed's a root of evil. No. I'm not saying.
I'm saying time.
I'm just saying, like, but the measurement of it.
I'm saying time. Think about this right now. Time is the reason why
time's used in the measurement of speed.
I know. That's dope.
I think that's the thing that you got to look at, though. Like, I see what you're saying. I wouldn't disagree that time itself, it's like the way hour, 60 seconds in a this and a blah 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 blah. I can see like how maybe actually I want more information on why you think it doesn't exist.
I'm gonna tell you in the most
only
corny
thing I'm
way.
saying, but you got to break it down to just the way everything is set up. How else would we do it if time at least wasn't created?
Well, that's the thing.
For those purposes.
The things that are set up are all kind of like artificial.
It's all organized too, though.
Not necessarily. It's only unorganized because somebody tried to create an order. Like,
so
you know what I mean?
What
like,
would be your alternative?
Hold up. Let me go back to the time.
No,
thing.
we don't have time.
That's my point. No, but that's what I was going to bring up.
Shit to do.
No, but that was what I was going to bring up. I swear to you. I was bringing up the fact that even on the most corniest level, the fact that this is ending is because of time.
Right.
And that's
but you
our
say,
time.
Yeah. I won't counter that.
You can eat my cookies.
I'm not going to counter that. We out of this
I'm not even going to
motherfucker.
go into the rest of the rules. We'll be back.
Who told you you can eat my
No,
cookies?
I would really combat that, but you can't. He said, and that's time.
We'll be back.
That's time. We're out this
Who
bitch.
told you you can eat my cookies?
Peace.
A third time, motherfucker.
I ride for my niggas, best believe I'm pulling up. Probably die for my niggas, cause I do not give a fuck. Make one phone call, hey, you leaking out your gut. Shot twice in the chest, cause I ain't give it up. I ain't scared, I ain't scared. Niggas in the field don't like me, probably to they wifey. I ain't scared, I ain't scared. Whole team straight icy, bitches wanna ride me. Your shorty on my dick, she claims she do not give a fuck now. I brought it to the crib because she answer rubbing me down. I know that you remember when she had the camera down. She had me shut up cause after the call I'm digging her down. I got the ice around my neck, I make your bitch wet. Her panties dropping to the floor, she feeding for a check. I cop a chain to him, my jeweler for a Rolex. She said daddy don't go, I want more sex, more drugs, more neck, more fun. Niggas you look up to, I see on the block but on none. They claim they big ballers, money getting taller. They must have forgot that I am on one. They must have forgot that I am one. They must have forgot that I've been on. Out here really fucking bad bitches, money getting long. They would have never thought I'd last this long. Took many losses, but I came back. Give me any amount, I make sure I go and double that. Triple stack, many racks, all inside my Louis bag. Put all of my niggas on the youngest nigga doing that. I ain't scared, I ain't scared. Niggas in the field don't like me, probably to they wifey. I ain't scared, I ain't scared. Whole team straight icy, bitches wanna ride me. I ain't scared, I ain't scared. Niggas in the field don't like me, probably to they wifey. I ain't scared, I ain't scared. Whole team straight icy, bitches wanna ride me.
No, I ain't worried about no niggas. Niggas mad we playing freeze tag. All my niggas icy, get a mean bag. If we ain't talking about no business, what you looking in my face for? No, you see this 40 on my waist, boy. I ain't scared. You can throw me in the jungle in the lion's den. I'ma come out still a soldier with a lion's head. All my niggas got his 30s and some sticks. Cook a nigga like a frying pan. These bitches love me, they all so loud. Barely smoking on my weed, this shit is sold out. How you say it's smoke with us that we don't know about? Cause if it's smoke, then when you see me, pull your pole out. My hitters shoot it if I say so. I'ma put them up above and give them halos. Fighting demons, but I'm living through my angels. And I ain't scared to lose my life, that's how the game goes.
I ain't scared, I ain't scared. Niggas in the field don't like me, probably to they wifey. I ain't scared, I ain't scared. Whole team straight icy, bitches wanna ride me.